Hello, wonderful ULOP watchers, and welcome back to the Super Mega Happy Fun Time Thursday. We're running 17 minutes later than we should have been running, and it's kind of Adam's fault. He was late stream.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay, late.
I'm not sure where there's a woo that.
No.
It's a lackluster woo.
See, yay, question mark.
Exactly.
We've got a fun one tonight, hopefully, where Matt is currently making a wonderful map. We'll try not to use too much and just use so we can roughly see where people are. And so I'm not playing one of the main NPCs. We've got a special guest, so you don't have to put up with my bad American accent for him. I'm sure it'll be fun. But we'll jump to that when we get to it. Right,
Oh,
1
yeah,
second.
a lot of people.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
How many Vistani are you dropping onto the back of that map?
I don't even
Oh, I seem to recall it got mentioned they had like 30.
Oh my
Well,
God.
don't encourage him, Matt. Jeez.
You have control.
Always
Numbers, Dad.
There's 24 to be getting on with.
Perfect.
You could have put down 4 and then said,
Right, let's see if this is going to work. We'll see. We'll have to change things slightly. I'm not sure. I think it will be.
Yeah.
To the east, a beacon from the mausoleum shines like a beacon into the sky, piercing the mist and the very clouds that surround Barovia. The sound, haunting music, echoes from behind it, slowly filling the night air. You've heard music similar to this before, but now the tone has changed. It is not trying to encourage you to dance, but trying to chill your blood. You stand on the tower and the morning coming and starting to rise. Not a morning any of you wanted. A mixture of exhaustion fills. You probably only rested for a few hours in the last 48. Pushed to your limits, fighting for your lives on a number of occasions and pushing your bodies harder than they have been pushed. To the west, one man stands. In armour of blood red, where it looks like there is a oil shimmer across the surface of it. In this dreadful spiked plate, where some of you have been closer know they are hollowed out, with a full helmet on, visor up currently. Two-handed sword has been drawn, and you can see now that one of the edges looks wickedly sharp and the other has a serrated edge. There's a slight curve to the whole. Calmly, he begins to walk to the main entrance of Argon. Some of you probably not sure whether the hype of this monster is overhyped or if he is a killer, as you have heard. Here he walks by himself. His two companions turned into bats and chasing after Erwin and Danica turned into ravens and flew off gemstones. You had your chance to leave, but that ship has sailed. You have fortified the downstairs in Argynvost to the best of your abilities, but now you stand atop the ruined fortifications, offering you little defence. But standing alongside you, 20 knights. 20 knights, silver dragon. In a mixture of equipment, some with well-made crossbows, and some in armor, some with shields and swords and spears, but not enough. As your eyes drift back to the east, you can see now the approaching Vistani. At their head, calmly walk, confidently walk, proudly, the Vash. Constance, your mind races back to when he helped you off the floor and you felt the grip of his hand around your wrist as he did. You saw the speed he moved when Red had been turned into a werewolf and he took her down expertly. And now you are the prize he seeks. Behind him come the Vistani. What do you do?
Oh, two of Red's spirit bats have flown into the air to try and intercept the two vampires.
As you send two bats, they listen to your mental order. Just the thought enough as they are connected to you. Spiral into the sky and take off expertly and disappear to try and protect the ravens that went. An uneasiness towards the knights up here.
How close to the Vistani?
Would you do, sorry, Hunter?
How close to the Vistani?
Still a decent distance away. They're kind of walking from the edge slowly towards you. They're sort of spreading out a bit, probably about 100 meters away still.
I could try sending the bats in. I don't know if they've seen them yet.
Looks at Constance.
Can everyone give me a quick insight, please?
15.
23.
Jakul, you've seen this before. In paintings and poems and epic books. The calm before the storm. And as you look round, you can see the fear in the men's eyes and the women's eyes who fight near you. Constance.
Classic.
See anything?
It appears to be in a battle.
Fight.
Constance, you're finding it hard to take your eyes off the blood rose, Ashral. His visor is still up. His armor looks almost complete. As in, there is not a millimeter of skin you can see, apart from his face at the moment.
Yeah.
Wearing like a barbute, is it? Helmet with a visor is pushed up so he can pull the whole thing down to cover his face.
Sure.
You can see the spikes shining in the torchlight from him. He's calmly walking towards. Find it hard to remove this from him.
It's a pity that Hessia isn't here to heat that tin can up.
You said it out loud.
Yes.
Point of Red.
Can Red do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've done it before.
Eat
I'd
metal.
have to check if I have it prepped though. I don't know if I've got it prepped.
Matt, you're on mute.
Eat metal.
How far away is he at this point, Adam?
100 meters.
About 100 meters.
So 328 feet.
And 4 floors below us.
Yeah, but trigonometry. Who's got time?
Oh my
But I do, apparently.
Be an easier shot because we're higher.
But Jakul, as you look, your eyes, you meet some of the eyes of some of the knights around you. And these are men. These are women. These are humans. You can see the fear in their eyes as they stand here. And they look to the west. They see Ashrok, one person walking by themselves, and they look to the east. They see the Vistani coming. There's no way out, nowhere to retreat to. They know below them there are no lines of defence, and this is where the line has been drawn. You can see fear in their eyes.
Mm.
I do have it.
I'll speak
What was
out
the
loud.
barricade? Never mind.
This is. We knew this was coming, and this is where we make our stand. This is where we show the horrors of this realm. There's still some light here. In Argynvost's name, we stand. In his light, and I kind of point to the beacon, like kind of shining. We will make him proud.
All right, Jakul.
I'm saying I've said it as loud as I can to kind of make everyone a bit less tittery.
Hunter, I do have that spell, but I'd rather wait until the last possible moment to use it. I have other spells that may be more useful.
How long? Heat
So-
metal thing. It just is a constant.
Is it a touch spell or is it a range? Like
It's a
spell?
range.
It's a range.
And it's not concentration.
You
So
just put
how
it
long
on.
does it last?
Hold on. Heat metal. Oh, it is concentration.
Hmm. How long does it last though?
Concentration Up to a minute.
That's a long time.
That's plenty of time to cook him.
That's
Yeah, if you just heat his
10 rounds of
armor,
combat.
he can't take his armor off.
There's
Are
60 foot
Are you
range.
guys saying this outside? You're saying this out loud?
No. I was just trying to figure out the spell.
Okay.
It would be one that would have to be used last minute, but it's there if we need it.
Don't waste your most powerful spells now.
I will not. This is
That goes for everyone.
Yeah.
this is not a powerful spell by any means, but it could
looks
buy us time if we get
Bronwyn.
that close.
Mm.
What?
He's
Thunder?
still got he's still just flicking a stone up and down. Like he's got off the roof. Just waiting.
Ready to
He's
chuck
gonna
it.
launch it at a musician. Just waiting for a musician to get in range. And he's gonna launch his stone off the roof.
I could send a few of my friends down there.
Better to hold them back till the fighting starts for everyone else. Otherwise, they'll be picked off.
Yeah,
The
they
more,
won't.
the more we send down, the more he knows what we have in our arsenal.
Better to hold them in reserve, or if anything comes from the skies, or once the fighting starts, to flank the enemy. And
The music
Harass them.
stops dead instantly. All of the musicians just stop playing at exactly the same moment, same time, the same heartbeat. There is now silence from the east. From the west, you hear a familiar voice, that of Ashrok. As he calls to you.
Knights of Silver, you've been defeated before. Stand down, or your torment this time will be legendary. Jakul, Constance, come to me, and the rest shall live.
Always
All
those
I
two.
want are you two.
Always those two.
Those are the two of hope. The rest of y'all are just pittance compared to the hope that these two bring.
Rude.
Get rude.
How close is he?
He's probably
Hunter.
about 50 meters. He's sort of near the statue now.
Oh, so I could easily hit him with a stone.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you could try.
fucking
and hit
Hunter's
him
gonna
with a
launch a
stone.
stone.
I'll allow that.
I'll
I can
allow
throw a
it.
stone at him. I'll allow that.
I'll allow it.
There's a dex throw in it, so I'll just do an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
15.
Miss.
Yeah.
And we've killed him. Yes.
Good game.
And cats.
Well, it's a pleasure having you with us, Jeff.
Elian will look over at Bronwyn and make an after you. Yes, Jeff. Seeing as he is now within bowshot. Yes.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, yeah. And he is slow pace walking towards you. He's probably walking at like 15 yards around, something like that. Just slowly closing the distance. He is in no rush at all.
Shall we start our whittling?
Yes, I think that would be good.
So,
Anyone with high perception, give me a perception roll, please.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
classes
Constance.
is high?
So Jakul and Constance, y'all do not want to take these terms. You want your fellow members of your party and the fellow members of the Silver to have a excruciating rest of their souls.
We're just going to take a few minutes to think about that. Bear with us.
just
Not
keep
another
peppering
stone.
it. Just keep throwing stuff.
We're just going to kill him with stones.
Hunter.
We're still thinking.
Elian, it'll be your family that does too. I know you're from here. I watched you grow up since you were a toddler. Now,
Creepy.
do you want the rest of your family to be in the same fate as the Knights of Silver?
What was my
Give
favorite
up.
toy when I was
Constance is
5
cool.
1/2?
A bag.
Oh, that was a low blow.
Oh,
Hunter, you from seeing him and watching him closely, you can tell his senses are probably equal to yours, if not better. And you think he might, even at this range, you think there's a chance he might be able to hear your conversation.
Okay.
Is you think that you've seen like predators with incredibly high senses before,
Yeah.
and you've seen creatures and hunters who are very aware of their surroundings, and he seems hyper aware of his surroundings.
This is kind of like a Gabriel memory kind of thing more than Hunter's memory, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, no one's talking. No one's saying anything, are they?
There's
Not
been a little
replying,
bit.
no.
There's been a
No.
few little bits, but not a lot.
oh,
Nice that you've just been shit stirring and
yeah. It's like
Well,
actually shoot at him, maybe.
Yeah.
Or a stone.
Yeah.
I'm letting Bronwyn open fire.
Yeah.
It's, until someone starts doing something, Hunter's still throwing stones. It's like,
I will,
one will hit him.
Eventually.
because I know Istanbul loves it when I do, I shall shoot the first arrow.
Yay!
Woo! And
Let's
the
see if
second?
Knights get pissed this time.
You taking a shot at him?
Yes,
How many
please.
arrows have you got, Brom?
I have got 8 plus 1s, 3 plus 2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 silvers and 15 normals.
Okay, perfect. So just keep on track of your arrows for me.
I always do, but yeah.
Yep. Give me what are you going for?
Let's use a plus 1. Do I want to use the sharpshooter?
No.
No, not yet.
We want
No.
to see what happens.
Exactly.
He's wearing full plate armor.
That's a
Oh.
0.
Oh,
That's
just,
roll 20, having a moment.
just do normal attack with your bow and then add 1 to it.
Just the add one.
Oh, it's because I clicked the arrow, that's fine.
Ooh.
24 to hit.
Nice.
25
Yeah,
to
so-
hit, you're on +1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
25.
25
That's a hit.
for a grand total of 8.
Plus
Plus
1
1.
for the arrow.
Yeah, so 9.
Yeah, 9.
Death by a million.
It's a good shot, a phenomenal shot for those who are not familiar with archery. As you see Bronwyn take a second to round, deep breath, eyes sharp, looses this arrow into the mist and the night, and it strikes true in a gap no bigger than half a centimetre in the armour, and slices deep as you see blood begin to run down.
He's stopped moving now, hasn't he? He's just standing there.
Well, he's yelling at us and we'll throw stuff at him.
He's slowly walking towards you at sort of 15 yards around. He's in no rush, it would seem.
Okay. How close is he now then?
Where are people looking? Are people looking, because it's two very distinct angles you've got here, are people looking towards Ashrock or are people looking towards the Vistani?
Red is looking towards him, but the bats that are sat on the back wall are looking towards the Vistani.
We've also got most of the knights are in the tower with
looking
the
down the
facing the back.
And some barricading the stairs downstairs as well.
Yep.
But we've got a lot of them in that tower with crossbows looking at where the Vistani are coming from.
Okay, so most people are looking at Ashrock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most of us.
Yeah. Because if the Vistani start attacking, we can hear them.
Yeah, and we've got.
Not like I'm not going to be able to hear combat.
Covering that side as well, or most of them.
Yeah, our job is Ashrock.
Yeah, that's what we agreed.
The knights are dealing with the Vistani. That's the way we divvied this up.
Yeah, most of the archers are in that tower.
Yeah, you hear an order come out from the knights within the tower. Loose! And you hear the telltale signs and sound of crossbow bolts zooming into the night. As they do, the music from the Vistani has kicked up again. Here, someone from your team give me 1d20. Just a straight d20. Higher is better.
Who's doing it?
Better for you or better for us?
Better for you.
I've got it. 14.
Yeah. Second. Being fresh and shooting true. It's hard to see how many strike home, but seems like a good start for you. From your bats, Red, you hear confusion amongst them. And they send the image of the leaders of vanishing.
Sorry, say again?
They send you an image of the leaders being there and then vanishing.
Aragal and Luvash, you mean?
Yep.
Red will, instead of saying this out loud, will communicate this first to Constance, then Jakul, then Ellie and Bronwyn and Hunter. So very quick succession of they're now not.
Not our job. We focus on.
We need to warn the others down below, though. Do you need to have a direct line of sight to mentally?
Yeah, so I can go downstairs very quickly.
Or look down the hole.
Or look down the hole. Yeah. Can I look down the hole to those who are in the level below us?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she will approach the hole carefully, and will find who's down there. Is there one of the commanders down there?
No, it's your
Not
kind
in
of
the hole.
Just the generic. She'll
it was your like group of fixers. I thought they'd kind of like fill in holes and.
Yeah.
Okay. She will look down to one of them and will sort of gently prod mentally as they sort of let me into your brain, and then give that communication over of the leaders of the Vistani were there and now they've disappeared, be on high alert.
Fascinated by Kitty cutting her hair live. It's really making me happy.
I was coming down here and I was like, I'll get you.
My pretty.
Also, if I use her fabric scissors for anything else, I'd get a slap. She just used it on her hair.
No, these are my were good fabric scissors and now for like craft stuff. And then there's the ones that used to be like the ones before this one are in the bathroom for fringe cutting. So These are.
It's an
nearly-
elaborate hierarchy.
Yeah, I knew I needed to retire these when I used them to cut a pizza. So.
I love it. You can hear movement coming from the Vistani now, doubling their efforts and beginning to move quicker.
Oh.
Heading towards the courtyard at the rear, but as most of you are now facing the west.
I will be right back.
You see Ashrok continues to walk forwards.
Are we shooting?
Oh, do you want
him?
to take a shot?
Yeah.
But Bronwyn fired only one shot. Don't you have 2 shots?
Yeah.
I do. If we're in, I wasn't sure whether we were in.
Yeah. Everyone give me an initiative and we'll go in initiative order.
Okay.
Yes, I have 2 shots per turn.
Just the one. So.
Okay, Mr. I'm great at the initiative.
Hunter, yes please, sir.
25.
Lot of stuff.
25. Oh no, red's gone. Constance?
8.
That's pretty
Better
good for
than
you.
usual.
Jekyll?
5.
Pretty good for you. Bronwyn?
10. Pretty bad
Elliot?
for me.
17.
Did I hear roll initiative?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Right, okay. 25.
Right in there.
Okay.
Double wrapping razor still, I guess.
So
Yeah.
we jump down to Bronwyn. What do you want to do?
Well,
Shot
she's
once.
done half of it, so yeah, she'll.
Fantastic.
But if we are in proper initiative now, can I please enable my Hunter's Slayer's Prey? So I just get an extra 1d6 on the damage.
Fantastic. Hunter, what do you want to do?
Oh, can I make my second shot?
I'm going to throw a
Yeah,
stone
yeah,
at
yeah.
him.
If you're making it, I'm just prepping. Go for it.
Okay, cool.
You just see Hunter
nah.
just pick up another stone, look at him, and he
I'm
doesn't know you're ranged.
assuming
First
13
stone.
doesn't hit him. No.
Afraid not. You take a moment, looking for the weak shot in the armor, holding, waiting for your moment, but it never comes, and your arm starting to tire and your fingers going, you release, but it's off armor and deflected. See
18.
Hunter grab another, you throw it into the darkness and you hear a ting, but that's it. Red.
Hi. Hold on, I just need to check. Conjure animals is a concentration spell. So I've got to maintain concentration on those bats.
Do they not stay even if you lose concentration?
I don't know.
No.
It just says it's a concentration spell, so I'm assuming that the moment I lose it,
Yeah, you can cast spells that are not concentration, but
a lot of mine
can't
are
cast them.
concentration.
yeah.
A lot of mine are, unfortunately.
Well,
Um,
maybe it
you
is
know-
worth sending the bats out then, so that if they die, this doesn't matter. You can use other spells.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna send. So Red's gonna send. So 2 of the bats have gone.
Yep.
He's gonna send 2 of the bats towards him,
Yep.
as mainly as distraction more than anything else.
Yep.
And then 2 bats into the Vistani,
Nice.
and they're just gonna go for whoever. So we're about to get a few rolls.
Yeah, if
So-
you're happy, give me all of the rolls, and then I'll come back and then we'll redo what actually happens.
Okay,
That's
so
okay.
1 and
Alien.
2, 3 and 4. And so that means there's 2 left up there.
Cool. So as the bats swoop down from their vantage points, 2 coming down and attacking Ashrok, and 2 swooping down into the Vistani at the back. 22 is a hit on a Vistani. Do you want to give me some damage there?
7 piercing damage, and that's also magic.
What's your orders? Go for ones who look hurt, or go for anything?
Go for anything currently, because she hasn't had a good look at the Vistani.
Yeah, it's just going in and causing chaos.
Yeah,
As
she's,
these
it's
giant rats.
again mainly distraction at this point.
Perfect. As they swoop down into the scene, the Vistani are not terribly well organized and are just kind of walking towards you. They've got a kind of front line-ish of people with close combat weapons, a line behind those of people with bows, and behind those, the musicians. There's a total of 5 playing music, though. There were 2 that swing in and attack Ashrock. Come fluttering down and attack the large vampire in the plate. But you don't think they managed to penetrate this armor.
Yeah, once they've attacked, she's sort of gonna give the instruction to sort of stay in that area. They're gonna keep swooping, and then obviously when they get the opportunity to attack, they will.
Elian, your turn, sir.
I am going to shoot the blood rose twice.
Yep. Just keep a note of your arrows for me.
Do that. 2 14s.
They both connect. Who's watching the blood rose?
Yeah.
Me.
I'm throwing stones at him.
You can see he looks like he's just nonchalant walking towards you. And one of the arrows, Hunter and Bronwyn, with your keen eyes, he parries the arrow. As it comes towards him, he just knocks it to the side with his sword. And the other one, as he just brings his wrist round, you see it just gliding off his armor. The speed he moved was freakishly quick. Freakishly quick. As he continues walking towards, you can see the bats, not escaped the combat with him yet, are still kind of flying around.
What is this?
So, Jeff, if you want to be doing Ashrock, but I'll continue down. Constance.
First, I'll pick up this arrow and say, Bronwyn, you lost this. I'll give it to you in a minute.
Thanks.
He does not understand how shooting works.
Constance.
And then I'll, oh, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. If you want to attack something, go for it.
How close is he?
I'm gonna bring my children of the night, 2d4 swarm of bats.
It takes bats to fight bats.
Some of Ashrock's bats come fluttering out of nearby trees and darkness. And you can see your bats in the air now, Red, doing battle with these considerably smaller ones as they try to swarm them. Constance.
How close is he now?
He is about 150 yards. Who was that burping? Jeff.
It was not, it was my mic.
Oh.
There it was.
Mike burped. Yep.
About 150 yards.
Okay. I can't.
What's the distance? What is it? Is it feet it likes, or is it yards?
Feet.
Feet.
Yeah, yards. A yard is like 90 centimeters. So
My brain works in meters still.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yards
D&D
is
likes
nothing
feet.
unless you're buying fabric. Like
Feet.
Well, they've been shooting at him, so he's got to be within 100 foot, roughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say he's from your vantage point, he's 100 foot.
okay.
Throw a stone.
Throw a stone. No, I'm not going to throw a stone. I'm going to hold off and wait. There's nothing else I can do.
Constance, from looking here, there is no doubt that Istevald, Sir Godfrey Gwillem, and Horngard can see him. No doubt.
Yeah.
He's literally stood in front of the statue facing the door. and you know they're kind of inside.
We probably need to go down to the balcony. Probably.
At his current pace, how long will it take the flower guy to reach our main entrance?
He's pretty much there.
Oh my god.
If you think he could probably charge it next turn.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I'm going to defer and hold and wait.
Bronwyn, back to you. Oh no, Jakul, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to make a move to the staircase, and then I'm going to start going down the staircase. They have arrow slits in them, I assume. And I'm going to start working my way down, but then keeping him in sight through the arrow slits.
So you're going across the top of the walls.
Across the top of the wall to the stairs here. And then I'm going to I can prepare something, can't I?
You can indeed, yeah.
I will prep Sacred Flame for as soon as he comes within range. So I'll start working my way down, and then through the arrow slits.
I don't think those are actually stairs.
Are they not? Okay. Where are the stairs then?
The other side. Like at the back.
Oh, all the way around. But we came up here before, didn't we?
Yeah, we'll say there's stairs there going down as well. Yeah,
okay, cool.
You can make
more convenient for us.
Yeah, that's more convenient for us. Okay, yeah. So I'll make my way to those stairs, and then as far as I can down to an arrow slit and prepare Sacred Flame as soon as it gets within range.
Is he not within range now?
It's 60
you
foot.
Could probably you can get within range if you want.
60 foot? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
then I
why
will
not?
cast Sacred Flame. He needs to do a dex of DC 16.
Okay.
His base.
Is
15.
Oh, shame.
That's
What a shame.
19 radiant damage.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
nice.
Have we killed him yet? I'm going to keep asking that.
Yeah, you invoke it as you point towards him. This pillar of flame just erupts and fills him. So basically your maximum range. You're kind of leaning over the edge to just get him in range to invoke the spell on him. It strikes true though. From the west, from the east, sorry, you can hear the Vistani getting closer, and the music seems to be spreading out. Some seems to be coming round towards the south, and some coming just closer in from the east. Go back to the beginning. Hunter. From looking at him...
Sorry. Did Jackal say that he's going to go downstairs?
Yeah, I'll say it as I'm going.
Yeah.
Kind of looks to Elian. And okay.
I'm right behind you.
90 foot of movement.
Okay, I'm some way behind you.
A little bit.
I'm there in spirit.
Oh, remember my hands are on fire as well from last game.
I will step out of the way so that he can get past me faster.
Yeah,
Also, I'm on fire.
Yeah. Are you trying to move stealthily or just full speed?
No. Mine is gone. I just found the other alpha he's going to beat up.
Over the wall or down the stairs?
How high is the drop?
Oh no, no.
No,
15,
no,
20,
Hunter.
30.
Bad Hunter.
About 55 foot, probably.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Hunter, we're meant to be
That
sticking
much.
together. We're not all doing that.
Yeah.
Acting
You
as a
start
group,
sprinting
remember.
down. Red.
Acting as a group.
Yes, hello.
You can see... we'll do it as a straight D20 roll-off. I'll roll for the good guy bats, you roll for the giant bats.
The bad boy bats.
It's frickin' bats.
Straight D20.
Yeah, because... Oh,
Oh.
the fight is close.
Adam,
They're both...
have you got any disadvantages going on?
Oh, that's
do.
true. He has. He does. He has 2.
Can we save that for like?
Yeah,
Let's
actual
not
bad
use
guys?
those on
Yeah,
bats.
yeah.
That's true. Don't use all bats because I can make more
Small
bats.
bats.
The fight, you've got this kind of fight with these 8 smaller bats taking on 2 giant bats, and they're kind of swirling and dancing in the air, and it looks pretty close, but the little bats have got the numbers, and they're kind of taking their toll. They seem to have the upper hand at the moment, but only just.
Have they done any damage?
I'll do damage in a minute if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just because I'm keeping track of them all.
Perfect. Your main turn.
My main turn. I can't really do much because all my non-concentration spells are either not needed right now or don't have the range. Oh, actually, I do have one that could have the range. Actually, that's quite a good one.
range,
How
Barry?
far away are the Vistani?
From you, a good distance. You're at the front, so you'd have to run all the way around to the back, and then you'd have to blast them with something.
Are they 300 foot away?
Probably-
Yes.
Yeah, something close to that.
Cool. Red will move from where she is to the other side of where they are, and she is going to direct an ice storm directly on top of the Vistani. So that is a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Yeah, you can definitely catch a few of them in that and make it trickier.
She's
Do
gonna
you
put
want
it
to?
right in the middle of them?
So they've kind of split into 3 groups. You can see. So there's a group which are making their way around towards the south. There's a group which are going towards the mausoleum, and there's a group which are going towards the tower.
Is it these groups here? These ones.
Let me just use one. So there's one kind of group here.
Uh-huh.
There's one group here, and another group here.
Cool. I will go for the ones that are here. The ones
Have they
closest
got
to the.
past the
fence.
fence?
Pardon?
How have they got past the fence all the way around the mausoleum?
This fence, it's only about 10 foot. They've clambered over.
In fact,
been-
I'll go for the ones that are
fine.
closest because then that will block anyone else from getting in. So
get
those
the door?
ones here,
Yep.
they're going to be the ones that it's centered on. So that is.
Yeah, so there's 8 of them there in total.
They need to do a DC 16 dexterity save, or they will get 13 bludgeoning and 13 cold damage.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for them. 13 bludgeoning, 13 cold.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 of them don't seem to be moving. 2 are okay, and 3 of them look very badly wounded.
Cool. She will then use a bonus action to summon the spirit totem, and she's going to summon the spirit of the hawk. Got to look up exactly what it is. Spirit totem 5e, because that gives you advantage on, I believe, your attacks if you use
Ranged attacks?
a reaction.
Yeah.
Sorry, my internet is being a little bit slow at the moment. But yeah, she will, once she has slammed down that ice storm on top of the Vistani, she will then clutch her totem around her neck and will speak out loud in Druidic and will summon the hawk spirit. You and your allies, then whenever you make an attack, you use a reaction to gain advantage on that attack roll. In addition, you and your allies have advantage on wisdom.
So anyone near red would feel that magic invoked around them.
And then it's the bats swooping down at the Vistani again.
Yeah. The Vistani seem to be just moving quicker now rather than attacking the bat's back. So if you just give me 2 attacks there. Elian.
22 and an 8.
Give me some more damage.
4 biting, also magic.
Which group are you sort of telling them to attack?
They're going for wait, so there's the middle group, there's the one near the door.
So there's kind of one group here.
Yep.
One group which is about here, and one group which is heading down here.
They'll go for that last group, the one that are trying to sneak around the side.
Yeah.
So
they look pretty fresh, and your bat zooms in and bites one of those. For how much damage?
Oh, where's it gone? 4 piercing and magic damage. So they're just taking small chunks. And yeah, that's the end of my go.
Okie doke. Second. Elian, you see Red dart round to the east and unload as she points to the skies, and ice rains down from it, and you hear cries from the Vistani.
I shed precisely no tears. I will then shoot the vampire twice. A 19 and a 25.
25 is a hit.
That's 11 points of piercing damage.
Gee. Vampire. How much?
19 didn't hit.
11 points of damage.
11, yeah. Was the 19 a miss?
It was indeed.
Yeah, fair enough. And then I'm going to move into the stairwell. I'll call to the others. We need to move down to receive him in the hall. And I'll start moving down the stairs.
Just start running down. Bronwyn.
Yeah, so very similar to Elian. She's going to shoot him twice more from her vantage point. We're going to go with the +1 arrows again, I think.
I have this image of her with this unrolled felt with all the different arrows slotted into there. I think a +1 for today. Doing.
25 and 16.
25's a big hit.
So that'll be 9 + 1, 10. Oh wait, 26 and 17, but 17 still won't do it. So that's 10 plus. Is it 1d6? I get extra on the first one. 1d6 plus 5, so 15 damage. Magical piercing.
Yeah.
And she'll head towards the stairwell as well, but she's going to make a slight detour off to where they've hidden Casimir by the tower. And
he's holding and kind of keeping low and looking out.
And she is just going to very quickly give him a kiss on the cheek. As
you approach him, he would flinch towards you, hands up.
It's me, you idiot. Just in case. And then
his hands don't drop down.
That's fine.
As you approach, his hands
he trusts that he's not going to blast off the roof.
And he is watching you as if you could be a possible threat. And your mind races back to what you know of vampires and control suggestions and charms.
Fine, yeah. She'll keep her distance then, and then head back towards the stairs.
Your mind would race back to when you were with Van Richt.
Yeah. No, she understands.
When you are fighting one like vampires, anything can be an enemy, even me, even you. You wouldn't know it.
Yep, she'll just give him a smile and then head off down the stairs.
He waits for you to. He doesn't take his eyes off you as you run past.
No, she appreciates that. She's fine with that.
Constance. Everyone is dashing off in a variety of different ways. Everyone has left the roof. Red has sort of run off to the east. Hunter is storming off. Bronwyn is running down. Jakul is running down.
I think with the exception of Red, we've all gone the same way.
Yeah.
We agreed we were sticking together. We haven't just all gone for different staircases.
Why not? Just let's mess up the plan as much as we possibly can.
Stupid, we're not that stupid.
Okay, we've got our plan in place. The battle is starting. Everyone
Do something
scatter!
different.
Jesus.
Hey, it's either I moved Or there'll be no spells.
Everybody hide.
On the front staircases, the spiral staircases, there are arrow slits facing forward, aren't there?
There are indeed, yeah.
And that is open to us going down.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can run down those, yeah.
Yeah. I'll head down, but like keep like going spiraling down and then trying to pick a spot that is keeping an eye on him and pausing there to just I'm great at words tonight. I'm so good at words.
There's something wrong with it. Like, you've heard of this guy, you've seen the knight's reactions to this guy, and he's literally slowly walked forwards, let you shoot him, let you hit him with spells, not attacked the bats, summoned some bats to fight them, maybe. That's been it.
How far away is he now?
Probably about 30 foot from the main, something like that.
30 foot, you say? Did you say 30 foot?
He did say 30 foot.
That is definitely what I heard, yeah.
Goodness
We
me.
all heard it.
Yeah.
Goodness me. I misty step behind him.
You're going to misty step out the...
Oh, God.
Constant
Out the castle.
why?
Oh
I've got a
no.
nice
Stick together, we said. That was the
Go on,
one
I'll be
thing
there.
we
I'll be
planned.
there next round.
We were just joking about like not splitting up.
The most important thing we said is to not get split up.
Well, to be honest, Constance is at her most powerful when she's in close range.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm useless here. I'm
But
doing
we
you-
have the barricade set up inside that's
All
going to
that's gonna
stop us
happen
from
is-
getting to you.
True, but on the other hand, have you considered Leroy Jenkins?
Jesus, Leroy
Literally,
Jenkins.
all that's going to happen to me up top protecting people is potentially getting like charmed or something and then attacking everybody else. So
Yes, but now you're on your own. We have to get through our own team and our own barricades to get
Hey.
to you.
I am literally behind him if possible.
Cool, it's happened. We can't do
All right.
anything now.
Oh, great.
Mm.
Red completely supports this decision.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, good.
That is
can you give
You
me...
go, Constance.
bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
see,
Can
do
you
what
give me
sounds
a
like.
wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, is she out of range now? Have you? Is this before or after she misty steps?
Once you misty step.
No.
That's 13 plus 2,
15.
15 for being a paladin.
Oh, hang on. Don't you have the trait where you can't be charmed anymore?
Constance comes behind me. I'm like, so you do want to come out and play? And then this evil, wicked laugh.
Hey, like, do you know I'm there yet? Like,
Question: Was that a
he
spell?
He is hyper aware.
He's,
hyper aware.
Was that a spell that he was casting?
he would see the misty step across, and as you do, his eyes fix onto yours, Constance.
What,
And
just
you-
from a, like a,
Because you'd have to be
arrow slit?
30 foot away. Yeah, because you'd have to be 30 foot.
So is he doing it before or after the Misty Step? That's what we want to know.
After.
So he wouldn't be able to see her
After.
because she'd be behind him.
But he knows.
He would see...
But if it's before, then she gets advantage.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me just read Misty Step. I'm wanting to see if you leave a trail that he can follow, or if you literally just appear behind him.
Yeah, because if you could be anywhere, then it's. Yeah.
It smells bad.
briefly
Briefly
surrounded by
surrounded by
silver
silver
mist,
mist,
you
you-
teleport up to 30 foot to an unoccupied space that you can see. So going from the arrow slit to
Behind him.
behind him.
So all he would see would just be the silvery mist.
Yeah,
of
so he
that
wouldn't
swirl.
see you move, would he?
No.
Yeah, so I was kind of seeing it as like a trail of mist as you sort
No.
of zoom across. No, yeah, you'd teleport behind him.
Nothing
Um,
personal, kid.
I would like to try and pull his helmet off.
Mm.
You can try and grab his helmet.
Yeah.
Give me a grapple check.
Is that
So,
Oh,
strength.
Constance.
No, athletics.
This is going exactly the way I planned it.
I'm here for it. I'm here for Constance being a goddamn hero.
That's a crit.
Critical grapple.
Oh,
So
this is crazy.
that is a roll versus his roll, isn't it? So it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
against his
Yeah.
athletics.
Beat a crit, why don't you?
I mean, he might.
He might get a crit too.
Nope.
Nope.
that roll. Okay.
Yes, I did, and no, you didn't.
I'm really sweaty.
Second. Can you take 12 points of damage as you grab onto the spiked helmets? They dig deep into your hand, and you start to thoroughly bleed.
Ouchie.
But she has got his helmet.
That's useful.
Right.
And then give me a strength roll to actually tear it off him because it is strapped on. So you've grabbed it.
23.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, yeah. And you rip it off, and you feel it snap as the leather strap snaps as you pull it off him. But your hand is now bleeding as well, and blood is just rushing down from your hand. Can you give me another wisdom saving throw? This is the actual wisdom saving throw.
Is it a spell?
Yes.
You can do your.
It's a. Let me just tell you exactly what.
It's a passive thing.
It's a spell-like ability, unfortunately.
She's not casting a spell.
No, he just needs to look at you.
Oh no.
I swear, since Johnny and I both got Mage Slayer, Adam's specifically not allowed us to fight any mages.
You, both of you
Not
with
allowed.
freaking Mage Slayer beat the crap out of Argynvost's armor, thank you.
Barely. We scraped through that.
Even there.
Yeah, he wasn't even there.
Oh, no.
Wasn't
I was.
You've got an advantage, by the way, so you could re-roll that.
Oh, do I?
It's a charmed
Well, you've got
effect.
a inspiration from before.
I do. I should definitely use it because
Yeah.
that's a
Do
good
you have resistance to
Excellent.
charmed?
I
She's
doubt
not
it.
the
As
right
in-
type of druid, I don't.
You're fine.
Druid? Not any type of druid.
I'm not
Yeah.
the right type of druid.
Not the right type of paladin.
Definitely
I
not.
don't
Oh,
think.
that's a nicer roll.
Yeah, that is a
Um,
much better roll.
As his eyes fix on you,
I
you
think
can...
actually, didn't I have 2 rerolls? One was specifically for saving throws.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the one I've used then.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
Best game.
Thanks, whoever that was.
As he fixes eyes with you, and you can feel this doubt washing over you that this man is not your enemy, that you don't need to fight him, that you don't need to go against him, that he is in fact your friend. He's just misunderstood. He's right. These nights, as you shake your head and get rid of it, and come back to your senses.
So I'm assuming that the grapple was my action.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Misty Step was my
Bonus action. So you kind of ran down the stairs, Misty stepped through a gap, got behind him, grabbed the helmet, pulled it off, took some damage in the process, but you now have his helmet.
Yay, loot!
Hey, success! So our mission is achieved.
If Hessia were here,
Good
she'd
plan.
wear that helmet with pride.
Yeah.
She'd teleport over just to wear it. And
Just
then
to
leave.
wear the helmet, and then she'd be gone. You'd never see her again. She'd be
Leave
so
Barovia.
happy.
Oh dear.
R.I.P.
To speed it up, he reacts freakishly fast, Constance, as you see the sword comes back in one hand as the other hand shoots out towards you. Is your AC, please?
That would be 19. No.
Does an 11 hit?
It would if I was still like a level 2.
I wouldn't even hit you.
No, it wouldn't even hit me then.
No, it
I
wouldn't
think
have ever hit
Victor
you.
was. I think Victor was better than 11.
Ooh.
Oh.
I like how Matt's got really low on the camera.
I'm just gonna down here.
I cannot be seen. All good.
If they can't see me,
I was over Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff's not talking.
Well, he's less muffled now. He should be able to project more. He's not wearing a helmet.
You're doing him a favour, really.
So the others running down the stairs, you would see Constance sees this opening and just zoof out the window, and Misty steps behind him, grabs the helmet, takes some damage for doing so. As he turns on his toes and tries to grab her wrist back, but Constance is able to reach out of the way.
Oh dear.
And I'll use my second attack and go ahead and attack her with my greatsword.
Yeah, well, you still got 2 attacks. Yeah.
I smell the blood. It's enticing, Constance. You can give it freely, or you can give it wantingly.
Oh.
I don't like it.
A 21, Constance.
That does hit.
Take 16 points of damage, please.
Is that magical?
Mundane magical, yes, but nothing crazy. So, yeah.
Is it mundane or is it magical? Like
it's normal magical damage.
Okay.
So not like fire or ice. It's
No.
just straight
You know,
magic.
Monday magical.
Just
Because
a
I've got
mundane.
Brief
Everyday
pause
magic.
as everyone looks confused.
it's got resistance to like bludgeoning and piercing
And slashing.
but non.
Yeah.
That's non-magical, yeah.
Magic.
Sorry, was it 16 points?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Great sword one-handed.
And I'll take no, it's two-handed. I'll go ahead and attack her again.
I rolled both. Sorry, I did both.
Okay, sorry.
One miss.
Sorry, yeah, you can't see very well. I could have set this up better.
Mm.
Yeah, he spins on his heel with 2 very quick strikes. The pain is, although he didn't seem to collect you that sharpish, the blade is freakishly sharp. For instance, like it kind of slices through you, and you're not even sure it's hit you for a second, and then you can feel the cut, and the cut in you is like paper cut thin.
Yeah.
It's like,
Ow.
yeah, and then the pain hits you, and then the blood hits you. From up close, now that he's got his helmet off, you saw where Bronwyn hit him with one of the arrows, and there is 0 wound from it already. There's some slight burn marks from the radiant damage, which happened the turn after. But currently, from that first round of arrows that hit him, so 2 rounds ago, there's absolutely 0 sign that anything touched him. From that
Great.
round.
Oh, I know why.
I'm going to go ahead and use my legendary action and try to grapple her. Grapple and bite.
So you've got to grapple first.
It's to grapple where you roll an athletics check.
Yeah, I know. So vampires can choose to attack, but instead of dealing damage, they automatically grapple.
Kitty,
24.
24 hits.
Yes.
Cutting words. I will basically lean out the turret and snap. You will fail like everybody else before you.
No effect.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Immune to
Kitty,
control.
don't forget you've got 16 temporary hit points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
that is
Just checking.
no longer there.
Yep.
Yeah.
The 8.
He lances out and grabs you by the wrist. So it's no damage, but he's got hold of you now.
Okay. Okay.
So they can. Vampires have got the ability to, when they make an unarmed attack, instead of dealing damage, they can hold on to you.
Cool.
Slightly different way of doing it, which is quite
Vampire
fun.
hug.
How's he doing that with the
I
great
mean,
sword?
he is presumably a
Is he-
sexy vampire now that the helmet's off.
He's surprisingly not that sexy, this
Oh.
guy.
Aww.
I'm disappointed.
Two-handed great sword.
But presumably he can
Is
hold
it-
it
Yeah.
while grappling.
Rick Connor, I want a sexy vampire.
He can.
Attacking with it.
Okay.
It's the
That's what
same
I'm
guy
gonna
who.
use.
So now he won't be able to attack with his great sword because his great sword is a.
That's what I'm going to use Jakkul's face for.
Yeah, it will be a job. He'd have to let go of you to hit you. But from
Yeah.
looking at his
Is he
armor,
fighting?
Sorry?
he would have to let go of you to attack you with his sword.
Yeah.
Jakul, your turn.
You can still attack while being grappled.
Explode
God.
him. Radiant him.
Radiant is the answer here.
Yeah, I'm gonna sacred flame Ken through the arrow slits.
Yeah. Is it a dex save?
Yeah, dex save, DC 60.
27?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. All right, I'm gonna keep rushing
Radiant
down.
flame, would that be wouldn't you hit
No, single
Constance
target.
also?
Single target.
You just picking people off with it.
Laser from the sky.
Yeah, you invoke it. You've got your movement. Do you want to run down?
Yeah, I'll keep running down, get onto the balcony, and then stick by the window so that I can still see out. Oh, jeez.
End of the round. Constance.
Yes.
As you look down to your hand where it touched the helmet, you can see the blood that has dripped off. The wound isn't bleeding anywhere near as badly now, but the blood is kind of sitting in the mist as it kind of the wound it gave you was surprisingly deep and bled more than you would have thought as it touches the helmet, and as it runs off you can see the blood mixing with the mist and almost as if it's come into life by itself.
Oh.
It is kind of twirling and moving in the mist like a ball of bloody him. Your blood is alive. Mist near him.
Gross.
Gross.
Hunter, head has gone down. You are sprinting down the steps. You are incredibly quick. You can hear the sounds of combat from outside. To get down, though, you'd come to the balcony, and then you'd have to leap off the balcony and out the front.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Give me acrobatics. High means you can reach him. Low means you don't reach him.
Can I use an athletics? Just basically hop down the wall.
Thank you, backup character. Yes, I do need to update the
Like
podcast. Sorry.
Like a free runner does. Don't just jump it, hop round.
Because remember that kind of balcony that comes off is kind of like a freestanding balcony.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah.
Yep.
13. Not good enough. A little stumble just wipes out speed, but you're in combat with him. But unless you do some kind of extra movement, you're not going to reach him this round.
Okay.
But you're in combat with him, but not an attack this turn. No. It was a long way that you've just covered the distance from.
Bonus action. I will.
I swear to God, if you say throw a rock.
You can see he's got his helmet off.
Yep.
He's not a sexy.
How sexy is he on the Adam scale of sexy vampires?
He's annoyingly calm. He's not pouting at all. He's not like...
Is calm the opposite of sexy?
Yes.
Adam's world is a very
interesting. Calm to pouty is the spectrum of sexiness.
Hunter, you can see the mist with like blood in it moving around him. There is no doubt in your mind that is alive.
I'm going to try and Blood Class bind him.
Nice.
It's a bonus action. And I'm going to amplify it. So I'm going to take 1d8 damage.
Okay, and what's the saving throw on that, please?
It's only a DC 13, but it'd be funny if it fails.
Which one? Dex?
Strength.
Strength isn't...
Passed.
19?
Yeah, it's gone. It's clear.
What would have happened if you hit him with it?
It would have made him be restrained for a minute.
Yeah. You invoke it, as you can see your blood trying to encapsulate him, trying to hold him in place as you hurt yourself to reduce this magic. He's just too strong. Is that not? He just kind of steps through it, and you see the mist and the blood just kind of fall away as he does.
Yeah.
Red, your turn.
Hi.
So from the back, you can see the Vistani now. The ones to the south are now out of your view. You can no longer see them. There are a group now going to the entrance of the mausoleum, and some which are getting towards this sort of fireplace here and investigating this area and trying to drag their wounded out.
Cool. I can't really do much until these bats have been used up. Oh, what about the two that have been big bats versus little bats?
They're unfortunately you cannot connect with them any longer.
Are they gone? Cool. I will take them off my list.
The final message they gave you was they've done their best.
Ah.
Oh.
My little fey spirit folk. So the two that are attacking the Vistani, they will attack again. They're going to keep sweeping. Yep. So that's 1, 2, 17 and an 8.
17 is good. Give me some damage.
So that is 8 magical damage.
That's enough. You get the satisfaction coming through that one of their hunts has been completed on the bottom group.
Excellent.
And one of them has fallen.
And then, so that is, hold on, sorry. I'm getting all my tabs mixed up. So there's 2 that are fighting the Vistani, 2 that are dead, 2 that are sweeping at what's his face. And there's 2 left. Okay. I'm gonna, so the 2 that were sweeping at, I've forgotten his name.
Ashrock.
Yeah, him.
A kind of his swarm of bats have kind of come in to try and defend him. Sort of fend off your bats.
The 2 that were attacking him. Oh wait, sorry. The 2 that were attacking him are dead, aren't they?
No, the 2 that you sent to protect the other 2 are dead.
Okay.
Which we sent to defend the ravens.
Okay, so the 2 that were attacking him.
Hi, Watcher. Sorry, I'll always say hi to Watcher.
So one of them attacked him with a crit, and the other was a 12.
Nice. Give me some damage.
The 12 doesn't hit, I'm guessing.
No. As it latches in and bites him, you get the idea that hurt the creature.
Cool. Well, that was 7 magical damage.
Right.
And then Red is going to send the final 2 to engage. So 1 to engage him and 1 to engage the Vistani.
Your bat takes 13 points of damage biting him.
13. So
you
sir are on.
I'm not paying attention.
11. And yeah, the 2 that are left are now. Will they be able to move and attack in one go, or are they a bit too far away?
A bit too far away. Where do you want to send them?
Well, they have now been told to engage. So 1 will be joining, attacking him, and 1 will be joining, attacking the Vistani. And I believe that's all I can really do on my go, because I've got to maintain concentration. Yeah, so I will end my go there.
Nice. Elian.
I will move down a floor to the next arrow slit, I guess. Yep. Well, actually, how many floors can I get down with 30 feet of movement?
1.5.
I'll do that then. And out an arrow slit, I will attempt to shoot the blood rose. He's got his helmet off, right?
He has indeed.
Is he? He's definitely the guy that we met.
Yep. So.
Okay, cool. Then I will attempt to. I'm going to shoot him once. Which will miss. And then my second attack, I will forego and use a bonus action to shout at Constance to get Constance to hit him.
Nice.
That definitely wasn't on the agenda.
But you get to do that now on my turn instead of me making an attack.
Nice.
And
That's
if you
fancy.
hit him, I boost your damage.
Oh, fancy. Yeah.
Withdrawing.
But
So I'm guessing you've got your shield in one hand,
Yeah, and the helmet in the other.
and he's got your wrist.
Yeah. So I guess I'm doing a shield barge.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Unarmed strike.
It's an unarmed strike, isn't it? We do usually.
Just doing it. Any attack will do.
21?
Normal attack. Yeah, that's a hit.
That's 5 bludgeoning, and I guess it's a magic shield. I don't know if that.
Yeah.
Plus
makes it
another
magic.
6 points on top of that, Kitty.
Ooh,
Cool.
nice.
is Constance isn't she grappled with me?
Yeah, so you've got her wrist, and as
Do we have a
Elian,
negative on the attack
points-
roll?
No, so when you're grappled, there's no disadvantage. It's only when you're on the ground.
yeah, so if you take someone to the floor,
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
It
as she
just-
then
it just stops moving.
smashes the shield into your face. You see, it opens a cut on his face, Constance, and blood starts to run down.
Uh-huh.
Blood roses, like just out the corner of the mouth.
You'll be able to get them to do the shield master thing as well. Oh, it's a bonus action.
That's what I'm planning on doing next round.
Someone else's go. I'm done.
If I'm able to.
Nice. Is that your turn? Bronwyn.
Where can I get to with 45 foot of movement?
You could make it all the way down, and if you jumped off, you could be in the center. There's a chance you could get into close combat with him if you really went out and
That's the
acrobatics
opposite.
off.
That's the opposite of what I want to achieve.
You can definitely get onto the floor with him.
Would I have an angle with the balcony to carry on shooting him ranged, or would an arrow slit be better?
So
He
if
does-
you
The arrow slit probably.
if you arrow slit, you would think sort
He
of
doesn't really want to be on the
arrow-
floor with him.
Yeah, arrow slit on the first floor. So
I think she'll go to there. She's far better at range than close combat, so I don't think
Elian's
she
kind
wants
of
to be
there
on
as
the
well.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's space for two of us, she'll join Elian there. And just keep on shooting. We're gonna go with standard arrows this time.
What's your hit? Don't get low.
Oh no!
Oh, I've got
Reroll that, please.
I've got a reroll. Which
Yeah.
will
How
make
about
it
11 is still a crit fail for you?
Yeah, that's
just
insane.
shooting, yeah.
You
I
gonna use your
don't-
reroll?
Which would give me a 17, which still doesn't get him.
Are you keeping the 11 or are you re-rolling it?
I'm re-rolling,
Okay, so it is the 17. Okay.
which wouldn't get him anyway, would it?
Nope.
And then second. Oh.
No.
You have advantage because he's, or no, because
No.
he's swarmed.
And second shot. 17 as well. Great. I'm helping.
As you run down the stairs and skid to a halt, it's hard to get past Elian's ego. As you get to the window.
Yet again, it's all Elian.
Sorry. Unleash 2 shots into him as they ting off the metallic armor. Fortunately, do not strike true.
Boo.
Constance,
Hello.
as you're now face to face with him, he's calmly and coolly staring into your face. There's no growl, there's no anger, there's very little emotion in him together. Very cool. You do. He's got your wrist. You're grappled by him at the moment. Where he's holding you is not like freakishly strong. It's almost the way you would hold a naughty child.
Yeah.
He's grabbed your wrist and twisted it slightly, and that's it. He's not caused any pain or any damage, but his fingers around your wrist, you can feel it's tight. He's not hurting you.
Yeah. So I'm going to drop my shield.
Yeah.
And with my offhand, I'm going to grab the sun sword at my belt. And as a bonus action, I'm going to light it.
Oh
Like,
dear.
draw it, like held it in front of my face and then light it. So it's directly in his face.
You draw the weapon. His eyes don't leave yours. You'd notice it though, there is a moment of shock, a moment of surprise. He most definitely was not aware that you had that sword. 110% was. And as you light it, this pure emotion erupts within you. It's not a small one that starts in the pit of your stomach and spreads out through your body. This is a rush of a hurricane which hits you at force all at once as your eyes fix onto him. This is a being of pure evil, pure horror, who has killed countless hundreds, maybe thousands of innocents, and you are the one to bring justice. You feel it scream within you. To do a saving throw.
He also can't transform in sunlight, as far as I'm aware. He might be a special boy, but that's a general vampire thing, isn't it, with it?
Disadvantage. Okay. Yeah, you see the skin on his face begin to burn back slightly as the light is pushing, like as you hold it directly there, as he's holding onto your wrist. Another 20. Him immediately after you.
Yay!
40 damage.
Wow.
Oh no,
That
sorry.
is-
It's Jackal first.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it's you next, Jackal.
I'm a bit slow. Would I be able to get down and get in there, or would I?
No, zero chance
No.
unless you jump out a window somew.
I
an arrow.
Don't do that.
No,
At this
I
point, why not?
I can't fit through an arrow slit, but right. No, I guess I'll continue heading down, and I'm gonna blast him again with another sacred flame.
Yay!
See if it hits. DC 16 Dex.
Second.
Space laser.
27?
That's fine. And then I'll rush down onto the
Fine.
balcony, ready to jump down, or as far as I can go, and then ready to jump
You can
down.
see, you'd probably have to run around the stairway, and you can see the three knights. They kind of look to you.
Mhm.
Ishtavord, what is the plan? We hold here.
I'm fucking fine.
Plan went out the window a long time ago, first of all.
Yeah, along with Constance.
Yeah.
We can still keep the knights here and wait for them to come up.
Hold and charge if we need you. I'll say, because we still got the Vistani coming in the back, don't we?
You do indeed.
And I'll say, I sent the image of the two big boys going invisible. I'll say the Vistani are coming in the back. Two of them are invisible.
Gladrose, your turn, sir. Pain erupts in your face and your eyes. You can barely see as it lances to your very soul. Sunlight, like you have never experienced, is mere centimeters from your face because of that bitch Constance holding your helmet in one hand and a motherfucking flaming sun sword in the other.
Your AC's gone down. Because you no longer have your shield.
Oh yeah.
Say that was supposed to have been destroyed a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll use my legendary action, and I'll move.
So
which is
Hunter, you'll get an attackable opportunity, and Constance, you'll get an attackable opportunity.
Can I grapple him?
if I use my legendary action, the vampire moves at its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
You don't get an attackable opportunity on it. So,
Oh.
Constance, your wrist is let go.
Okay.
Yay.
And which way are you moving?
Me?
Back towards the south.
Yep.
Into the trees.
Yeah. Just doing a double run?
Yes.
Is a legendary move a double run, or is it just a single move action?
So it's a single move, but what I mean is, so he can do a legendary action on Jekyll, end of Jekyll's turn to get out of combat.
Right, I
Then
follow.
on his turn,
Okay.
he can do 2 actions, run.
Yeah.
He's only miles away.
Crap.
How big is the bubble of sunlight?
She can focus on it to make it bigger.
It starts off like smaller.
So he'll.
It starts off in a 15-foot radius,
Yeah.
and then dim
Okay.
light for an additional 15 foot.
So Constance, as you hold it next, there's a moment of shock, and you stun him for a moment, and he doesn't move as the burns away his skin. As you see Jekyll try to light a fire on top of it, but he manages to then come to his senses and dodge. He throws your hand to, and as says about how the sword should have been destroyed. Lightning quick dashes to the south. Ridiculously fast. He moves 30 foot before you know what's happened. Like literally, he's 30 foot away. Then you can see him move normal. He's another 30 foot, another. He's now 90 feet away in one.
Feedy boy.
He's just dashed to the south. Hunter, your turn.
Seeing him run, seeing Constant with the sun sword, sees 90 foot away from me. I could catch him, but then I knew that my comrades wouldn't be able to catch me.
Yeah.
I guess I just kind of turn and be like, should I deal with Lavash? Since the rose seems to be running.
I'm
Do I
too
get
far
rid-
away to be part of this conversation, I think.
I'm yelling it, by the way.
Yeah, but like Ellen and I are halfway up a tower somewhere.
Yeah, looking out the arrow slit at the dude that is been shooting. I'm outside with Constance.
If you think it's fair enough to respond, then Elian will shout, "Stay on him. We'll follow up."
Yeah. Don't change now. Don't switch.
Again, 90 foot, I can catch up. 45 foot plus 45 foot.
It's Van Helsing, this bad boy.
Yeah. As you go down, do you drop onto all fours, or is he
Drop down
running
on all fours and
Yeah.
just go. Leaving flaming paw marks as I go.
You're able to close the distance as he runs south. Quick, but you're as quick. Red,
Hi.
can you give me a perception check, please?
Is it smelling or hearing?
It is whichever you would prefer.
So I get advantage either way. Well, that was a 22.
You from
And a 17.
the roof, the hairs on the back of your neck go up. You are not alone.
immediately.
You
so
don't
it,
see.
oh,
You hear something from the south. You're looking at the map now.
Yeah.
Where I'm pinging, from about
oh yeah.
from that kind of way, but on the roof.
Oh, they're on the roof. Okay.
You can hear something.
She will
but you-
immediately shout out, "We're not alone up here." And she'll turn towards the direction that sound came from. She can't break concentration, but I'm just going to use a cantrip at the moment. I'm going to use Produce Flame. No, in fact, yeah, Produce Flame. And she's going to throw it. It doesn't matter if it hits or not, but she's going to throw a flame towards where that came from. Well, I mean, that was 26.
Unfortunately, a miss.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, it's disadvantage. Sorry, no, it's disadvantage, not -10 anymore. So give me another roll, and if this one's high, then it's a hit. So it's only disadvantage. Sorry. It used to be -10 to hit. In hell.
Whoa.
What is this bullshit? I don't want to play this game anymore.
That's 14
Worst
fire
game
damage.
ever. Give me a D6, and I'll tell you who you hit.
A D6.
Does that mean there are multiple things there?
5.
Second.
Yeah, immediately, the moment she heard it, she shouted, turned, and let off that bit of fire straight to where she'd heard that sound.
So it says it ends if they cast a spell or attack, but I'm going to have take damage do the same.
Yeah.
And how much damage was it for, sorry?
That was for 14 fire damage.
You see, on his heels, walking slowly, eyes fixed on you, 2 daggers held out, one held forehand, one held backhand, in a low prowl. You catches him in the shoulder as he takes half a step back, bare-chested, the hair down the centre. As his eyes fix onto you, he doesn't snarl or growl. Is the hulking figure of
Cool. The 2 bats that I had started making their way away are going to immediately change their flight path.
and they're going to swoop back up and try and. Are you telling them to try and protect you or to attack him?
Attack.
Yeah, I'll let you have an attack on him this round.
There's 1 that probably missed.
He's
2,
not terribly hard to hit.
That's 2 8s.
Oh, that is a miss.
Yeah. Yeah, so she calls them back, but I imagine because they were focusing on going in one direction, they were not particularly accurate.
Okay.
And I believe that's all I can do on my go, because I'm still maintaining concentration. Oh, actually, no, I've got 2 more on what's-his-face that can do another attack. 18 and 20.
No.
Neither?
As they're kind of circling him and trying to get him, but they're keeping good eyesight on him, but they're not doing it.
Okay, and then the 2 on the Vistani. Crit and 22.
Deal with those now. Yeah, give me some damage, please.
So the crit does 7, 8, 9 magic damage, and the 22 does 3.
Both our crits do double damage.
It's enough to drop one.
The bite only does a little bit.
They both focus one of the same guys, and they
Yeah.
manage to drop him.
Cool.
So they
And I believe that's it on my go. I can't do much else.
made their way there. Whereabouts are you on the roof, please, Red?
I am. 1 minute. Let me get to. If I move, where am I? Where have I gone? I am now over here.
Yeah.
Casimir's right below you, and he's got his 2 bodyguards. And then we've got the guys in the tower as well.
Yeah, Lavash is going to be a pincushion.
Yeah. Now that he's visible. We got the archers in the towers, and then Casimir and the 2
Casimir's guarded.
guards
Yeah.
with the 2 sword and shield guys here.
So. It has been Elian. Your turn.
If I double move, including just jumping off the balcony, can I get a line of sight on the blood rose?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to spend an action surge. And I'm going to shoot him twice.
Yeah.
Oh.
24.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Can you make a strength saving throw, please?
Seek.
I'm making this a trip attack.
16.
Oh, just enough. I will shoot him again.
Did you make me use my disadvantage yet?
We haven't, no.
I'll use your disadvantage on that save.
Yeah, disadvantage.
That is a crit fail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's prone now.
Yep. You knock him to the floor, and he takes 8 damage as well.
He takes more than that. He takes 15 from the first shot. Will 23 hit him?
Well,
you're
now
at disadvantage now.
So you'll be at disadvantage.
Fair point. Yeah, no. Cool, but he's prone now.
Nice.
And I still have a bonus action. I will give Hunter Bardic Inspiration.
What's the range on it? Because he's 90, probably from you, about 120 foot away.
Oh, yeah, he's moved. I'll give it to Constance.
Thank God you don't have longbows. That's what I'm saying.
Twang.
So.
Oh, shoot, that's what
yeah. You see Elian vault off and kind of hold on to the balcony and spin round, and as he comes running out, a shot from out of Lord of the Rings, the movies, not the books. As it, Legolas in the books is not great. Catches him in the heel, knocking his feet together as he stumbles and slides along the floor in the mud and the dark. In front of you, Hunter, no less. The second shot, while he's on the floor, unfortunately does not strike true. Constance, and you...
Just broke all of Adam's plans.
You see the blood, your blood, in the mist as you've got the sword up begins to bubble and blister and burn as it just dissipates into nothing.
Is it going to
A vampiric mist.
Yeah, vampiric mist. It's going to start draining you and getting bigger.
God, I hate fighting non-corporeal blobs of things.
This is for you.
Yeah.
Sun for the win.
Bronwyn, your turn.
It's Constance's turn, isn't it?
Bronwyn goes because he's my legendary to get up.
No, it's Bronwyn before. Bronwyn, in your turn,
yes.
You see, as he's sliding, he hand plants and pushes himself back up to his feet, using a legendary action to do so.
Oof.
So it gives him a move action.
Nice.
So you're no longer at disadvantage to shoot him.
Yeah, but I'm also kind of in an arrow slit, which is probably not a great
It's a
position anymore.
very hard
Yeah.
shot for you now.
I mean, I
Looks
did
like
it.
we're all going to the floor.
Yeah, you ran downstairs first.
Yeah.
No, but you were next to each other in the same spot. You were shooting.
Yeah,
at the
I can do
same...
exactly
Yeah.
the same as Elian. 100%. I'm just aware
Remember,
as
if
well
you
that
are up near me, you do have advantage on your attack
No,
roll.
no, not close enough. Oh,
Oh,
we
they're not.
heard. Would I have heard you shout that you were in trouble on the roof?
oh most
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, yeah,
Dilemma.
Red shouted.
No, the
Our
plan
plan was to dogpile
plan was
this.
to stick together. There's loads of guards up there. She's gonna do like for like what Elian did. Get down onto the floor and shoot after.
Down,
I mean,
down.
I used an action surge,
Oh,
to be
yeah.
fair.
But Bronwyn moves 45 naturally.
40. Sorry, not
40.
45. I got that wrong.
Oh, is
But
it
yeah,
not? Okay.
it's 40. I'd get in a turn.
So what are you doing? Staying where you are?
So 40 isn't going to get me into a better position, is it? Oh, dilemma of the century. Thing is, 40 up isn't going to help on the roof either. It will just get her back onto the roof. So it's
Yeah,
pointless.
but if you're back on the roof, you can shoot.
From the roof, would I get a better shot on him, or is he too far away now, Bloodrose?
He's going to
If
be
you were to go
100
up-
and...
It's going to be a hard shot either way.
Yeah.
So I don't get disadvantage for long range shooting, though.
No. So
You
you'll
can
be
make the
fine.
shot at normal. Yeah, it's a tricky shot for sure. He's a long way off.
Because he's within 300 feet still.
Yeah.
And you don't get disadvantage to long range shots, so you'll be fine. If you go on the roof.
Going down isn't going to help at all because she's going to end up somewhere where she can't shoot at all. So I think going, and the fact that Red has called for help on the roof, I think, yeah, she's going to go up. She'll go back up. And would that take her full turn to get back up there?
Pardon?
Would that take her full turn to get back up there?
Yeah. Yeah, because you'd move down for 2 turns.
Yeah, okay. So
You
Sure.
turn around and bolt up.
bolt up after Red's voice, yeah.
Yeah, you turn around and start double stepping up the steps 2 at a time, spinning round. As you get up, you see Lavash low, looking towards Red, sizzling from his jacket, and you can see 3 of the crossbowmen have turned within the tower and are now pointing crossbows down at him with really good shots on him.
Yeah.
He is like completely in the open for Constance, your turn.
He's like
So,
100 and
120
away
foot.
from-
120 he
120.
made. Yeah.
Well, it's only half from prone, so it's less than that. 105.
Oh no, yeah, he's 90 about. He's over 90 foot away from you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
100,
yeah.
105.
Can I get within range?
No.
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 Does it take an action to increase the range of the sun
Yeah.
sword? Or is it a
It
bonus
only
action?
increases by, it only goes up to 30 foot. So he's long gone, to be fair. I'm the only one that can keep up, but I can't hit him because he's got legendary actions.
I'm going to double move to get closer to him because I want to keep him
Yeah.
within
So you get 60 foot,
60 foot. Yeah.
and then
What
bonus
direction
action.
is? What direction is he moving?
Well, he's
South.
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 Yeah.
Oh, that's not the map anymore.
No,
Fair enough.
we're not on the map anymore.
Fair enough. Okay. And that's a concentration. That's annoying.
You've got a bonus action remaining.
Yeah. It's not really an awful lot that I can do. Oh no, I've used my action. Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Can I get 3 d20s from people, please? While Jackal's taking his turn. Jackal, you'll go.
What?
Uh,
D20 each.
19.
What is to the south of the of us? Is it just like a forest, or is it a hill or a cliff or something?
If you remember, it kind of just shows
It's going up the mountains, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
woods
that's
and
that's
then
the way we went to go to the armory thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's all kind of like hilly and
It's hilly and woody, sporadic wood and rocky.
and then it goes up, and then it up into the.
Yeah, and it will climb up.
Ooh. None of my stuff is long enough range. There's no way I can get within like 60 foot of him, can I?
Not with an action. So if you ran 30 foot, you're still going to be too far.
Yeah.
depends if Hunter can get a grapple on him, doesn't it?
If Hunter can tie him up,
Mm.
but Hunter, you probably would have also seen what happened to Constance when she grabbed him.
Also, if he moves twice and does his legendary action, he's long gone.
He's got to break your grapple first, though.
Yeah, but I can't grapple him because it's his turn next. And he moves 90 foot, and he's already ahead of me by 20 foot.
Probably about 10 foot.
Well, I'd just basically be charging after everyone else. I'd try and less gracefully drop off the balcony and follow everyone.
It's not far enough for you to be taking falling damage, but yeah, it's a big drop and a clutch of your knees as they hit the floor.
Superhero landing.
Not quite superhero landing. But...
Pancake landing.
Only one hit. He takes one of the crossbow bolts. I'm going to give them advantage. So just 2 hits. You see 2 of the crossbows strike true, but not clean shots into Lavash as he pulls back slightly. He's a big, hulking guy. He is not small. As these giant bats are swooping in and trying to attack him, but you can see his eyes fixed on you. First of all, we'll jump back to everyone's favourite vampire, the Blood Rose.
Okay. So how far is Hunter away from me?
About 10 foot.
Okay. I'll attack him twice. Great sword.
Yep. What's your AC, please, Hunter?
16. So they're
24 and 28. So that's 26 and 26 damage.
Fuck.
That stings.
26
and 26.
26. Yeah, that hurt.
A little bit.
And then I'm gonna let out a howl and see how far my wolves are away.
A howl goes into the night from this creature, Hunter, and Red, you would recognize this howl. This is someone calling for aid. Bronwyn, you've heard of vampires who can do this and summon wolves.
Great. Good thing Red and I are both nowhere near.
You hear a reply howl. Hunter, you would tell about 10 seconds, not far off. But he's in close combat with you.
Is this a good thing?
And then I'm gonna use a legendary action and go ahead and move 30 feet away from him.
He starts to bolt from you, so he's 30 foot off at the moment.
In what direction?
Away from me, so away from you.
South.
That's south.
I'm trying to go towards where I heard my wolves coming from.
Yeah, south. Red. Can you give me 2 attackable opportunities from your giant
what-
bets,
So
please?
who on? Sorry.
You use the legendary action, so you don't get attack of opportunities on it.
No. Lavash is going to charge at red.
Oh, so 2 on him.
Yep, they've
The
got
little
attackable
bats.
opportunities, so he's paying
Okay, so
0
that'll be
attention to them.
Blood Spear then.
Pardon?
That'd be the Blood Spear then, wouldn't it?
No,
No,
from
with
your
the
bats,
bats.
from the bats,
Oh,
from the
from the
bats.
bats, sorry. 1, 2, 13 and 9. Sorry, no, 9 and 12.
Unfortunately, miss. What is your
15.
not going to make it into range with this? It's close in the distance. As he charges towards you.
Oh.
He's going to try and throw a dagger at you.
Oh.
It's a hit. Can you take 12 points of damage and give me a Constitution saving throw?
Is that for my spell?
No, this is from him hitting you. It's poison. Have you got any advantages against that?
No. Constitution saving throw. No, do you not want to do it? 18.
You're okay. You feel that there was something on that dagger as it struck you, for sure, but you feel you've resisted whatever it was. As it
Small but strong.
He just flick of the wrist and towards you.
There's
you
still
can hear...
the concentration one as well.
Oh yeah, and then a concentration check. See if you lose concentration.
And I get advantage on
Nice.
that.
From up here.
Do I just do a straight D20 for that?
No, it's a Constitution save.
Oh, Constitution. So I get advantage. That was 17, 12, so 17 overall.
As you
good.
You can hear the crossbow men or the crossbow knights complaining that they can no longer see Stani. Mist has filled the entirety of the graveyard, from the wall to the chapel to the mausoleum is a thick, impenetrable mist that you cannot see through.
Even with the beacon?
Even with the... This is not the natural mist of Barovia, this is a magical mist. Casimir raises a wall of frost to the south as the 2 giant bats are killed by the Vistani to the south. They spend around... Yeah, they spend around just wiping.
Cool. That's just 2 of them, yeah?
Yeah.
There's the 2 bodyguards on Casimir as well.
There is indeed. The crossbowmen are shooting down into the mist blindly, but aren't striking true. Hunter. You can reach him. He's 30 foot away.
How far is Constance? She's about 60 foot away from me, isn't she?
She is 60 foot behind you where you currently are. Yeah.
She's 90 foot away if I attack him, basically.
Yeah, I'm 2.
And he's just running, isn't he? He's called for help.
I have... if you have somebody grappled, you can force them to move with you.
Yeah.
It's a high risk strategy, but it would close the distance
Hunter will
if you
stop
pulled it off.
and kind of start walking like back towards Constance. I'll just double move back to Constance.
Yep.
He's running. He's called for help. He fears that sword. I'm quite bloodied as well, by the way.
Yeah. Visibly so.
I don't think he'll be coming back. We need to deal with this Vistani. let him go lick his wounds. But Strahd will know that you have the sword now.
Does Hunter genuinely believe that he's not coming back?
Generally believe like he's fucked off. He won't be coming back. He
Do you
Gozes has
believe
a
he's
sword.
not coming back?
Hmm?
You believe he's not coming?
No, I think he's regrouping, but I'm not going to say that.
Okay. Red.
Hi.
On the roof, your turn. So he is approaching you. He's not too far off. He'll be upon you next turn. Vash.
I'm getting the bats to attack first.
Yep.
So they're
Try and keep him
gonna
busy.
22 and 12.
22's a hit. Give me some damage.
That's 6 magic piercing damage.
Yeah, he's bleeding. It's definitely substantial wounds on him. He's taking damage, and he's not regenerating it.
And then, am I able to do a cantrip and move?
You can cast a spell and move.
You can do a spell and run 30 foot.
I'm gonna do produce flame. 24.
Yeah, that's a hit. Give me some damage.
12 fire damage again, so more flame, and then she's going to move. Let me get my. She's going to try and move as far away as she can. So she's going to move to about there.
That's with Casimir and the 2 bodyguard boys.
Oh, and just on the level below, aren't they? Were they on this top level?
They were on the roof, yeah.
Oh, no,
okay.
that's fine. So that way we've got more of us sticking together was the plan.
Let me chuck some people.
Red ran out, and now she's joining back in. And I believe that's all I can pretty much do without breaking my concentration for the big boy spells.
So these are the 2 bodyguards. Casimir is kind of looking over the edge and just hand down, concentrating on this spell and holding it in place. And the 2 guards are here watching his back.
Do you want a Casimir?
Yeah, that'd be handy.
2 seconds.
Elian, your turn, sir. You see Hunter beginning to pull back from him.
I'm going to shoot him twice.
Yep. He's out in the open.
Or at least, there we go. 22 is a miss, isn't it?
That's it.
Oh, cool. In which case, I will. Yeah, no, I'll shoot him for 9 points of damage.
Yeah, you can see he's definitely beat up. Like, he's hurting. From his face, there's multiple cuts on it, burns now, which are definitely not healing.
Is he continuing to run?
No, he turned around and attacked Hunter, and then Hunter pulled back to Constance.
Okay.
Anything else?
Not from me. Oh, Hunter's closer now, isn't he? I'll give him a bardic inspiration.
This Bronwyn, your turn.
So she's got up to the top, seen that there's like a little group of allies gathered there on the south corner. If she looks out towards Bloodrose and co, does it look like he's running away, or does it look like they're still fighting?
It looked like he'd turned to face.
Yeah, sure, she'll shoot after him then.
Okay.
2 more shots. Let me choose my arrow of choice. We'll go for the +1s again. They've served me quite well so far. 27 on the first one.
I think you mean 28.
28.
Oh yeah, 28. So that is 13 plus That's 16 damage off that first hit.
16 was that, sorry?
Yes, it was.
Big hit.
And
Yeah.
the second one's 15, which I'm guessing isn't.
It's-
Yeah, that's fine.
Two big shots coming in from Bronwyn. The first one catching him across the neck, and it digs in deep and into the side. If that was a normal man, they would have been dead. That would have been a kill shot.
From over 100 feet as well. Just saying, Elian. Who's the
arrow.
best shot now?
Can't hear
arrow-
you. Too busy fighting the same person.
The arrow is currently lodged in his neck still. Constance, your turn. So he's about 85 foot away.
Yeah. I clap Hunter on the shoulder and give him 30 points of healing from lay on hands.
Yeah. Feel your wounds close up. Again, Hunter, it was a very similar kind of cut. It wasn't a like a sword. Didn't feel like a sword at all. It was like
Yeah.
Pardon me.
flame sword out.
Yeah.
It is burning the mist away. Any near you is getting burned up by it.
Let's pull back to the keep, and I back away, keeping my line of sight on the vampire, but backing backwards towards the main gate. If I didn't already say I do, I can't remember how I did. I will also pick up my shield.
Yeah,
if I
I'm happy with that.
from that.
I'm imagining it's on like a strap, and when you drop it, you're just dropping it down.
It's like a yo-yo.
Yeah, why not? You're not
like
Jackal.
Captain America, yeah.
Yeah, your turn, Jackal. You see them backing off him.
They're quite a way in front of me, so I'll kind of move forward, and but like about halfway, and then I'll kind of be ready with some sacred flame in case he comes back forward. But I'll kind of be like a midway point and getting ready to return to the keep, watching them.
Okay. Defensive position.
Mm-hmm.
Ashrock. You see the spiked plate surface of it as the blood or this kind of oil moves unnaturally across it. Both red, both Constance and Hunter. You would see. Jeff, take it away. You've currently got an arrow in your neck.
I'll pull the arrow out and yell against up to Bronwyn, "You lost us again. There's another one." And put it in my backpack or toss it on the ground. Say, "Hunter, I thought you wanted to play. Come, little cub. Come play with me."
Hunter and Constance, you would both see the wounds beginning to close up. The one on the neck almost instantly is closed. The one on the hip is already starting to heal. The burns from the sword, not yet, but any physical damage seems to be healing.
And then I'll howl again.
Yep.
He howls, I
More
howl.
of a aware.
From this distance, you would see. $15 from the south, slowly starting. Normal wolves just stalking up to fill the lines behind him. 15 of them coming into view.
I howl back. When you hear a roar from Hunter. "Mother! Don't let this wimp of a soulless being control your beasts. He flees from battle and flees from light. Flees from your
Hunter.
one son."
You hear a
True
voice.
Stunning.
You hear a voice within your head. Something deep within your soul. Your memory flies back to when you were trained. The time you took before you realized there was time, when it was just you and her, you and this. That was all that your existence was, in the void. She calmly speaks to you. Hunter, my child. You've served me well. Kill those who once mine. Done. I release you. Our contract. Go. Free. Live rest of your shores.
Oh.
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 I'm sorry, what?
Oh dear.
You just see Hunter just all of a sudden is like, you've seen him like his half form, like his hybrid form, and now you just kind of see his form get even more wolf-like and even more feral. His claws are longer, everything is just bigger and bulkier, and he is pissed.
My true son has returned to me. He has no pets any longer. It's his mother. It's more.
Did Hunter just get dumped?
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah, he
put
did.
Hunter just got dumped.
Kicked out of the house.
We're gonna kill her.
We'll add her to the list.
It's a very long
Yeah,
list.
she jumped
On the
Hunter.
list. You see the 15 wolves break and they spread out, 7 one side and 8 the other, and they're trying to flank you and stop you. They're giving you a wide-ish move, but they're moving quick.
It's still Jeff's go.
You see Ashrok exactly the same as he was before, as he slowly walked towards the front entrance. The sword comes back, rests over one shoulder, and he just starts slowly in 15 foot around to you, quite nonchalant. You can see him fixing his
Constant.
eyes on you.
The shock of the sword is over. Prepare to die.
You can hear shouts coming from those in the keep. They're raining down crossbow bolts now, as they're calling out that the Vistani are trying to climb the walls. But they can get almost half the way up, covered by mist, and they're trying to knock them down with shots. Casimir. Doesn't take his eyes off the wall, as he's got one hand constantly touching this wall of ice, this glacial wall he's put up, covering the main open areas of Argynvost. They are fighting the spiders. They haven't made it to the wall yet. It protect my back. 3 crossbowmen, give me 3 d20s. And give me 6 d20s, please.
D20.
It's with
Good,
advantage.
good. I helped.
Oh, yes.
First one misses. I'll do the last 4.
Oh my god.
2, 4, 6.
6.
2, 4, 6.
31.
The
15,
last one
15.
hits. Ash takes another. Lavash is bleeding pretty bad.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
heart is bleeding
Should
for
be.
him. Oh
Aw.
no. How
Poor
sad.
guy.
Should be bleeding. Burning.
He will close the distance to you, Red. The guards
Do the bats get another attackable opportunity?
Yeah, they will. He's just ignoring them. He's just kind of putting his head down as they're like swooping in and trying to bite him.
Go, my pretties. 11 and 5. I'm going to allow that bat to reroll. 11.
Is
that you using a positive, Georgia?
No, it's a 1.
No, that was me using my
the lucky.
trait.
Yeah, cool.
That wasn't me using my positive just yet.
Yeah.
Now he's going to try
You've got 2.
Shank
Oh,
you
there are
up.
2! Oh, gosh, okay.
He's going to try and stab you up. It's combat. Do
Oh.
17 a hit.
Yeah, that hits.
1 hit. Take 9 points of damage and another Constitution saving throw, please. He comes in twice with right hand dagger and then tries to clip your legs with the left. And can you give me a...
Sorry, Constitution saving throw, yeah?
Yes, please.
I'm being 8.
Like 15 points. You feel the poison dig deep and hard into you. It's in your leg, in the vein. You can feel your leg starting to numb as the pain lances into you immediately. You don't think that's the end of the poison.
Concentration as well.
Oh yeah, and a concentration check, please.
And I get advantage on that.
Nice.
That's 8 and 19. So I've got advantage.
Yeah, you're fine. Hunter.
Right.
So he's currently about 50 foot away from you. Wolves have spread out to the sides and are moving up the flanks. You would imagine to try and flank you and break you, so you can't make it back easily. Further back, you've got Jakul almost by himself with Elian, and then you and Constance as like right at the very front near him.
Would I be able to get to the wolves before they could get to me? Like, could I hit the wolves?
Yeah, one of the groups of wolves for sure.
You just
Which one?
They're
kind of split into 2.
The one on the right. Literally, I look at the rows. I'll be back for you, and you just see me straight off beeline towards the other wolves.
Okay.
And I will attack the wolves. Well, you got the sun sword. Like, he's not going to come at you.
Yeah. So the wolves which were trying to get round to your right, his left, so a group of 7 wolves.
I just go in, just try and take out the pack. Who's the alpha? Who's I'm going to basically go for the lead one.
He is.
I'll go for the lead wolf.
Blood roses. There doesn't seem to be any.
Yeah. So the first wolf, 18.
That's a hit.
With 11 plus.
Yes, down.
18 fire damage.
Yes, you launch yourself into them on all 4s. They weren't expecting it. In the first one, as it starts to let out a howl, you just claw it across the face, and that's it. You hear the death. It's gone before it knows what's happened. 6 left.
Next one, 13.
That's a hit.
10 fire plus 8 fire.
Yep. Into the flank of it.
15 fire. Next one. Crits. And then I basically growl at them and be like, and I basically tell them to flee in intimidation. They've just seen three of their wolves just get fucking outright beat the shit out of.
Yeah.
And one of them just got exploded.
Yeah. One's got a head left. I literally took his head clean off with one claw.
Yeah. They turn as if they were to bolt, and you see moving towards you at superhuman speeds, ridiculously fast, closing the distance, the blood rose, running towards you and the wolves.
That's what I wanted.
So he was kind of here, the wolves had split, and as you kind of close the distance, he then used a legendary move to charge at you.
Yep.
How far away are you guys from me now?
Close enough for you to do the stuff that you want to do.
Okay.
Is he within range of my readied action Sacred Flame or no?
Okay. No, they're going at angles, unfortunately, at the moment. Red, you've got Lavash on you, 2 guards at your sides, but at the back of your sides, they're kind of covering the back of Casimir.
Cool. Can I get to go first?
Can you, what, sorry?
Can I get the bats to go first?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. So the 2 bats are gonna swoop down onto Lavash again. 11 and 13. I think they both miss.
Fortunately so.
Did I have any other? And there were 2 still on. What's his face? General.
Yep.
And they're both going to attack, and neither of them will hit.
Nope. They're just swirling round.
In which case, so he's now within melee range of me, isn't he? So if I move.
He is indeed. So you've kind of got you as the point,
Attack of
2
opportunity.
guards here, and then behind the 2 guards, you've got Casimir.
Cool. I'm gonna attack him with the blood spear.
Yep. Give me a roll to hit.
I don't want to engage with him just yet. 19.
Hit. Yeah.
And that is 9 piercing damage. And that's also magic as well.
With your knowledge of healing, you think he's probably about halfway to being kaput. He's taken a lot of damage.
Yeah.
2 big fire blasts.
Good. Basically, Red is looking for the nearest opportunity to disengage. But she knows she can't disengage right now.
Right. Elian.
I will move in the direction of Hunter, and then how many wolves are left?
4 at the top, 6 at the bottom.
Hunter is at the top, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot me some wolves.
Which group? The 6 at the bottom could probably charge you next round.
Even if I'm moving towards the top.
Oh, probably not then. No.
Yeah, I'll shoot at the top group.
Okay.
Because get rid of the ads. That's a 20 and a 25.
Yeah, you don't go in 2 separate targets or both on 1?
Well, I'll do the first one 9 points of damage and see if it's still standing.
Nope, it's dead.
Great, I'll do 11 points of damage to the second one then.
2 more die. The wolves are falling fast. Turnover?
Oh, sorry, yes.
As you close in, the wolves look like they were about to bolt, but then turn back to face Hunter, seeing the blood rose approaching. And as you do, just 2 excellent shots straight into them as they both fall to the floor unconscious. Only 2 left at the top, but 6 still towards the south. Bronwyn, you can see Lavash in combat with Red.
And below, there's just a mess of wolves and people.
Yeah, a good distance off.
She will, switch her focus to Lavash, I think. Yeah. They seem to. She's seen these wolves just sort of go down. The second
they're
hunter
getting
looks at
melted.
them.
Yeah,
So
they're getting
yeah.
melted.
So she will turn and shoot twice into Lavash. Bonus being that she can probably rescue these arrows because he's right there with her.
Nice, nice.
Gonna give him special boy arrows. No, not to begin with. Normal arrows. 20 to hit.
Into Lavash, yeah, so hit.
Yep. And the second one is a 28. So that's 21 magical piercing.
Don't you have your hunter's thing on that lets you do extra damage?
Oh god, yes, plus 2 d6s.
Is that on
thank you.
Lavash or?
Oh no, because I have to consciously switch it, so it's still on Mr. Bloodrose.
Right.
No, so 21.
Yeah, that hurts. He stumbles. He wasn't aware that you were there as they dig deep
They never
into
are.
him.
I think you can switch it as a consequence of hitting something, Catherine.
Can I?
Have a look.
I'll double.
That could be a lot of extra damage.
Hang on, let's check. I've got it.
I'll jump back to Constance. It's not going to be enough to drop him. You see, from what you've seen of him,
No.
he seems to be able to at least once out of action move superhumanly fast for 30 minutes. At least once. And he's done that once already this round. Whether he can do it again or not, you're not sure.
Bloodrose has to drop to 0, Matt.
Okay.
If the target drops to 0 hit points, you can use a bonus action to mark a new person.
My mistake. Sorry.
Right.
How far away is he?
From you, about 40-ish foot.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Preemptive, bless you.
Oh, I think I made the camera out of focus when I sneezed.
Special effects.
Right. In that case, what I'm going to do. Do I think that?
Someone's got a plan.
Yeah, well, I mean, there were like 3 plans that were possible ones depending on what happened, and I think none of them were going to work.
He's annoyingly quick.
He is.
There's a reason he's lived this long.
Speedy boy.
Did you say, how far away did you say it was? 60 foot?
40.
40 foot.
40.
Right, I'm going to move up 30 foot towards him.
Okay, so he
and
he's
I
within
will.
the sun.
First of all, he'll need to save versus your sword.
Get the sun in his face.
Sun, the sun, the sun.
Do 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 do. Here comes the sun.
Doobie doobie.
So that's a screaming, yelling, pay attention to me, like charge, BT dubs.
Okay, yeah. Save.
That's fair.
20. Yeah, that burning up straight away.
And
He
then,
looks less than happy.
and then when I'm 10 foot away, I am going to use my bonus action to Misty Step.
Yep.
But this time, I'm not going to Misty Step behind him because, you can't do the same thing multiple times. I'm going to Misty Step sort of in front, but like a bit to the left of him.
Yeah. You close the last little bit of distance to him.
And then I'm going to attack twice with the Sun Sword. On that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the first one's a 27.
It's a hit.
14 radiant damage because
14
you're doing it
radiant.
one-handed, but then it's an addended target, so you
Yeah.
take another 8 radiant damage.
It's going to sting.
One would hope.
That's the goal.
22 radiant damage on the first hit.
119. Yep.
And a 25.
And that being 11 plus 5 being 16 points of radiant damage.
And on that second one, I'm going to expend a.
What was that second? What was the second roll to hit him? Sorry.
25.
Okay. Yep.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. With that one, I'm going to expend a spell slot to do Divine Smite.
Yes.
At what level?
First level, which is 2d8 plus 1d8 against undead.
Another 3d8 radiant damage.
3d8, 14.
It's 1 8, 1 4, and 1 5. 1 8, 1 1, and 1 5. So that's 14 radiant.
Yeah,
I'm here for Constance being an
Nice.
hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking hero against the undead.
What are you doing?
You see his face blisters up.
Good.
You can, on the right-hand side... No, you went to the left, didn't you? On the left-hand side, you can see the skin has burnt back to the bone now, and his teeth, his lips are pretty much completely burnt off from the fire damage that you've done to him.
He's definitely not sexy now. Which means he must be calm.
He's definitely not now.
Where is he on the calm to
Sexy? The calm, sexy
Calm
scale.
to pouty. Is
There
he
was
getting a bit more
pouty in
pouty?
there, wasn't
A
there?
bit
Yeah.
less pouty.
You can see...
He needs
his...
lips to be
See
pouty.
how you look at 2,000 years old.
His eye incredibly bloodshot now, with blood running down the corner of it. But as it touches his skin and rolls down, it's getting burnt away from the sword being close to him.
Nice.
When you were fighting the lesser vampires, this was enough to drop them.
Yeah.
Just being near them for this long was stunning them and dropping them. He doesn't seem to get stunned by it, but he is getting constantly burnt.
As soon as her turn's over, I use my legendary action to move 30 feet away.
So ridiculously fast, he just runs out of combat. Which way do you want to go, though? That's the question. In between them and the fortress, or south?
South.
Yeah, you break for cover. But he was looking hurt, Constance. He was looking seriously hurt. He was still cool and calm, and there was no snarl on his face, and there was no anger there. But he was looking beat up for sure. So cool.
Right, I'm still far back. Right, I'll start making my way forward. So what's the actual situation? Are all the wolves at the top dead? Or...
So there are 2 wolves left with Constance and Hunter, and there are 6 wolves left unopposed completely.
To the south, I mean to the
south.
east.
Yeah.
Are they within charging distance of anyone?
You don't think so. They're quick, but you don't think they're that quick.
And then the blood rose guy is, how far is he away from me?
It's another 30 foot south, so he's about 100 and something foot away from him.
All right, I will rush forward to try and group up with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, you double move to close the distance to them.
Yeah, would that bring me like on par with them, or?
Yeah, that would be you caught up with them if you did a double move, pretty much.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Not a very exciting turn, I'm afraid.
No.
Ashrok, what would you like to do, sir?
I guess I'm gonna use a move to go 30 feet south again.
Yep.
I guess I'll double move that.
Yeah, you literally. So now he's 90 foot away from you, Johnny. That's pretty much your turn, I'm afraid. Those on the roof.
I will say, Hunter, come and play. Your mom did not come to your aid this time. Come and play with me. Your mom will never enter you again. I will make sure of that.
Mummy doesn't love you.
Red, can you give me a perception? Brumwin, can you give me a perception? Listening or smell?
Listening or smell, so I get advantage. That was a 19 on the first one. A
19. We're both 19.
Not good enough.
That's concerning.
No, Aragorn is super sneaky.
Stop stealing my thing.
Right. Your AC, he's got advantage on this because he's coming
On
from
who?
invisible.
Who?
Red. 17
15.
is
That
what, sorry?
hits. 17 hits.
Can you give me a 2 Constitution saving throws at DC 15, please?
2 Constitution saving throws.
Yeah.
Against
1 at 20. 1 at 16.
Ooh, that would have hurt. Do you see how much poison damage that would have been?
Holy.
28 poison damage from him. Okay. So the short sword slices out and into you. The first one just slices into your ribs, take 5 damage, and then another very quick cut around, take 8 damage. Lavash then assaults you as well.
Presumably we can see him now if he's made an attack.
You can indeed.
Yep.
So he is... he's kind of put himself in between there and there. Literally just came out of thin air.
Oh.
Completely. It's a miss from the first one. Oh, you fucking joke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'll give you an attackable opportunity on the Vash. The blood sweating and coming down his hand.
Who's Red or Bronwyn?
Red.
Cool. That'll be... Let's be... 12?
Miss, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, so we're using a battle map, but I've not put it on. I need to come up with a better system to show the battle map we're using. Sorry, D20. So the combat split into 2. Normally we don't, and I much prefer not, actually. On top of Argynvost, this combat broken out now, as you've got Casimir holding on, keeping this wall of force, or this glacial wall underneath him, up. Behind him, armed in the heaviest armor and the shields you could give him, you've given him 2 bodyguards who have not engaged but are protecting Casimir at the moment. Red in front of them, spear point out as Lavash comes in with wild slashes from his dagger. There's a raged look in his eyes as arrows are sticking in his shoulder, a crossbow bolt in his thigh. He is beaten up, and the blood running down his hands forces him to slip as you try to thrust the spear in, and unfortunately you're just not quick enough. It's not through his skill that you miss, but pure luck. But Arangel appears out of nowhere, and you feel poison wanting to pump through your body again. Can you give me another Constitution save, because you have failed 1?
5.
Take 6 points of damage, please, and lose 2 points of dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Drop your AC.
I don't know how to...
You can see the guards want to step into combat to help, but they are protecting Casimir at the rear.
Motherfuckers.
Well, come on. This
I
fight
don't know
is
how to
right in
change
Casimir's
it
face.
via Roll20. It keeps... It doesn't want to do it.
Bronwyn, you see them assaulting her now. Like, full on trying to just drop her as fast as they can.
Yeah.
The guards seem to be very aware that if this wall falls, that will be entrance to basically the whole of the fortress. So I'll hold in here no matter the cost.
Yep, that makes sense.
Give me 3d20s, please, shooters.
18.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah. You can hear them shooting at Vistani as they're trying to climb up and into the sides from the east. At the moment, the bolts are raining true as they come out of the mist.
Is it me? Sorry.
And then we are back to beginning. Hunter.
No.
There's 2 wolves near you. When you saw him, he was beat up. He did not look fresh. And your knowledge is that he would have regenerated nothing so far.
How far away is he from me?
90.
See, I can't even hit him. So it's pointless. Like, Hunter wouldn't chase something down that he wouldn't be able to attack. So I'm just going to kill the 2 wolves.
Yep.
Grumpily.
Like,
I don't like this game.
Staring at the vampire.
All of a sudden,
it's like, yeah.
It becomes very clear one vampire knight, one vampire warrior was able to take on so many knights.
Yep, repeatedly running away.
Running away, healing up, turning round, coming back.
Yeah. 16 to hit.
Yep.
Being 12 damage, plus the fire, but I guess that one's dead. I missed the second one, and then the third attack I hit with a 16 and do 8 points of fire damage.
It's enough to drop it.
Yeah. Both of them
Are these wolves made of cheese?
little wolves.
They're little summons.
Angry tissue paper.
You can't remember how bad wolves used to be when you guys were like level 1 and you saw like 4 wolves. You were like, oh my god,
we're gonna die.
Wolves, we're dead. And then 15 wolves turn up and Hunter's just like, and Elian's like,
Well, I had a lot of practice last session.
Right, we'll finish this round of combat and then jump in too many things. Red, you've got 2 people on top of you.
Hi. Oh my.
Lavash looks hurt. Aragorn.
Can I get the bats to go first?
Yes. Who do you want them to attack?
Could they use the help action to give somebody advantage on an attack roll instead?
I mean, we've already got the eagle. I'm going to get them to go first because in a moment I'm going to dismiss them.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that.
So they're going to go first. They're both going to attack Lavash, being as they've been going at him the entire time.
Yep.
12 and 5, I'm going to use my lucky to... Oh, no, wait, sorry. I clicked the wrong thing.
Oh.
11.
As they swoop in, he's aware of them now and he's just dodging and diving to the sides.
That's fine. He won't be aware of this. Red is going to very quickly drop the spell.
Yep.
And is going to summon Moonbeam directly on top of them.
Yeah.
At 5th level.
Yeah.
And is going to maintain her concentration on that. So they need to do a DC 16 Constitution or higher, or they're taking 34 radiant damage. And I'm going to ask you use one of your disadvantages.
I've used it, haven't I?
Have you used both of them?
You used one.
No, you've got one.
You've used one.
You've used one.
Who would you like me to use it on?
On Lavash, because he's an asshole.
Okay, so it's a Constitution saving throw. Did you say?
Yep, 16 or higher. Fail.
Second. It's actually not. 18.
That's a save.
Isn't that Lavash?
Yeah,
Is that
that'd be
Lavash?
14.
The one. So that would
If
be
it's
a
a
14.
14, then it's a fail. Then they are both taking 34 points of radiant damage and Reddy's just gonna plant her feet on the ground and just call down this
What level did you cast it at,
giant
Max?
beam. That was at 5th level.
Bye, Felicia.
It's a big boy spell.
Is this
How
in
much
the
damage?
classic druidic moonbeam casting spell pose, which is arms extended, 2 middle fingers raised?
This is almost actually, yeah. In my head, it's like that. Think almost like Toph from Avatar.
Yeah.
That kind of like
Yeah.
like grounding herself and
Yeah.
just bringing down the shit.
30.
34 radiant
34.
damage. Pull for 4.
That might be him down. Okay, he's
Go on,
18
if-
range. Let me see. Is it
I'm so
enough?
sorry.
Okay. Lavash, you were rubbish. I made you sound way too powerful, my
Yeah,
friend.
you told us that Lavash was a scary one.
Well, he
Well,
was like 115 hit points,
He
3
did.
attacks around, plus
We hit
poison,
him.
plus daggers. I made him, and I thought he was brutal. And he did
We-
nothing. Got spotted
hit-
out of invisibility, and then hit with a fire blast, and then beat up.
He did.
Wow.
He's
I think what happened
unconscious.
is we didn't underestimate him, he underestimated Red.
Yeah.
Just because I'm little doesn't mean I'm not mighty.
Aragorn
Yeah.
is still
There you
alive.
go.
Aragorn, think you can outsneak me?
So I'm now maintaining concentration on that spell. Which
Elian.
means that on the start of their go, he has to do another save.
It might be. Aragorn. Sorry. Elian, your turn.
I get them confused too.
I'm going to shoot Bronwyn. Just an arcing shot, you know. So there's no wolves left up here,
There's 6, which kind of snuck. So there was 15
but they're
to
down the
start with.
bottom.
Yeah, they're kind of coming around
Are they
the other
closing
side.
in on us now, or what are they doing? Or they haven't gone yet.
No, they're running round. Their order was to stop you getting back.
I am.
You have. You really have.
Say what?
I don't know.
I'm going to shoot the vampire. Let's be honest.
Okay.
I
I
don't
mean,
like
or in
him.
Barovia. Seems like a good plan.
Yep.
May I roll to hit, please?
Neither of those will hit.
Shooting into the darkness.
Nope.
My dart is a sun sword.
15 feet of.
Yeah, but it does.
Uh,
It's still sunlight.
Yeah,
Is
no,
it-
it's like 30 feet of intense and then kind of
Yeah.
slower. Anything else, Elian, I'm
Ow.
afraid?
ooh. How far away
Alien,
is
you lost
Jaco-
these.
I guess everybody can see me on the battlefield.
Well, come back and give them here then. Honestly, the mockery while he's running away. It's just honestly. How far am I from Jakul at this point?
60 foot.
60? I thought we were all together, or no?
So Elian was with you at the back and then you double
Oh,
ran
right.
towards the others.
I will move 30 feet in his direction with
Mhm.
my move, and then I'll give him Bardic Inspiration.
Hey, job.
You, Elian, from where you are,
Yes?
if the wolves were to charge you, they could probably reach you.
Cool. Okay. That's going to get messy, but fair enough.
Yeah, you start closing the distance. Bronwyn.
Yes.
You
In
can-
which case, sorry, I'll draw my rapier and have that
Yeah.
ready.
Okay. You see Lavash yell out in anguish as he hits the floor with apparently 115 hit points not being enough.
It's a hard life.
He got wrecked. But Aragorn is still alive.
Kill him.
He thinks he can outsneak me. No chance. Let's get the big boy arrows out. Well, a 28. No, actually, I'm using a +2 arrow for this one, so with a 30 hit.
Yeah, it's funnily
Why
enough.
aren't you using your snipe thing when you're using them?
Mhm.
Because then it's only -3, not -5.
It's true.
It's
I
true.
feel Johnny's
like,
pain.
Caused
I feel
21
Johnny's
damage.
pain.
23 damage.
Oh, what a shame you didn't
Do
use
it on the next shot.
I'll do it on the next one for Johnny, and now I'll miss.
He's backseat shooting.
Nope.
See, now I've got a 15, Johnny.
No, you got 22. Minus
No,
5.
but I have. Okay,
You're
I got.
also still in range of the eagle totem as well.
So what's the
You
total?
use your reaction to get advantage.
I've used my advantage.
No, you're in. You can use your reaction because you're in the hawk thing.
Oh,
You can use a reaction to get advantage.
so
now.
would a 22 minus 5, 17 hit?
Annoyingly, yes.
So that would be 21.
Plus
were
2.
were you using a big arrow on the
Normal
second
arrow
shot?
for the second one.
So
I
yeah,
only got a few of them.
21.
21 plus 13. 33.
How much in total, sorry?
33. Magical piercing.
34. You
34,
said plus
apparently.
13.
Oh, yeah, 34.
He does not look healthy. You take him with 2 arrows high in the chest as they... He takes half a stumble back.
I think you can outsneak me.
Second. Just need to see this. Right. 2. One win has been Constance. You can see him 90 foot away. And he's not used any legendary actions yet.
Any of his fancy boy skills. There's again not much I can do. You're quite near me, aren't you?
I'm like beside
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
pretty much.
I can get. I think I'm just going to double action it towards him.
Charge him. 60
Yep.
foot.
Yep.
You put your head down and run at him.
Is your sword 30-foot range?
No, it's only 15, but I can. Is it a bonus or is it a
It's a bonus, I think.
standard action to? You can use an action to expand or reduce the radius. Yeah. I guess I'm just going to keep it at 15 foot and belt it towards him. So.
Well, hang on. It radiates bright light for 15 feet and dim light for an additional 15 feet.
Yeah.
The light is sunlight. So if you charge 30 feet to, if you charge 60 feet towards him, the
still in
sunlight will
sunlight.
touch him.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough, you don't think?
Just like it stops here. He's nicely illuminated, but it's actually.
At the end of your turn, Constance, he'll dash 30 foot away.
Yeah.
We're just getting further from the castle. It's not.
Yeah, that's why Hunter's staying where he is. Like, you don't need to chase fast prey.
Well,
if his whole deal
you can yell that to me if you want.
If his whole deal is to fucking try and kill us, he's not doing a very good job of it because he's about to lose all his Vistani mates and he's lost all his wolves.
There's 6 down here.
They'll be dead. I'll come join you.
Jackal, your turn.
So he's now.
He's 120 foot away from
120 foot away from me again.
Just deal with the 6 wolves.
Yeah. How close are they? Are they charging in?
From you, they're about 45 foot. From Elian, about 30 foot, 35.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians on myself, and then I'm going to walk up to be within range of all those wolves, and they burn to nothing.
How much damage did they take?
17 radiant damage.
Automatically?
If they fail a DC 16 Wisdom save, and they take half if not. So I think
half if not.
Yeah, even if
So
it's
they're dead.
Yeah, you would, Elian. You see the wolves put their heads down and start to charge towards you. You would see Jakul with spirits, beautiful little angelic angels dancing around him constantly.
They look like mini Jakuls.
Ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
I can see
So
them
extra.
like little dragons.
Yeah.
Tiny dragons.
But they just get melted. As they come charging forwards, they let out howls as they run into this spell and just get destroyed by it. As the angels just punch through and out the other side, they're just lifeless corpses start falling center.
That's my turn.
You would see too far away. He's going to dash. He moves blindingly fast east. Oh, hey, Golemir.
Hi, Golemir.
Golemir, you mad. Golemir, you mad fool. Stop it. We've not seen you in ages. Love you, mate. Hope you're well. You're staying safe.
You would get 10 rounds of double speed.
At the end of your go, Jakul, you see him dash lightning fast east 30 foot. Then on his turn, you see him dash another 30, another 30. As he just starts sprinting distance as he starts running round you and north to the keep now.
So he's running into like the south area where the ice wall and the spiders are.
Yep.
All right.
He's drawn you, by my reckoning, 5 rounds out from the keep. 4 rounds if you double move it.
He hasn't moved us out that far.
No.
You've moved a lot after him. For you, it's 3 rounds. For the others, it's 4 rounds. For Elian, it's 3 rounds.
No, because I moved out.
We moved back again.
And then
We've
we
been
moved
like,
back.
Ah, yeah. So
Okay.
3 rounds.
I'm joking a bit. We're like, like a round out.
So he's moved you 3 rounds out from the entrance.
We're doing laps of the courtyard, like with,
I think I'm like,
Benny Hill playing over the top.
yeah.
I went.
I only double moved once and then single moved once. And
Yeah.
single moved once.
So we're not that far out.
I should be like 2 rounds out.
Yeah, because I went 90 foot.
Okay.
And then I came back and I went forward like 30 foot to 45 foot to hit
Okay,
the wall.
2 rounds out
Oh, the hokey cokey.
from the front. I thought it was 3, but we'll go with 2. This is an important save.
Like
You're so like passionate in your like running maths.
it's what I do. I run.
Is it a Constitution save, isn't it, Red? The
Pardon?
Moonbeam. Constitution save?
Correct. I'll roll it again.
It's a fail.
Oof. 27.
Well, it was 34, but I've cast it once more just to show it. 16 or higher.
Sneakiest, not the sneakiest.
So he
person,
wasn't
yeah.
quite as healthy as the other guy.
Wasn't as
His
sneaky as we thought he was
assassin's
either.
That's enough to burn him up.
Good.
He hits the floor with a yelp. His hands rask out towards you, but he hits the floor.
2 kills.
Then you can just move the moonbeam around the wall. And
Yeah, exactly. That's
off
what
the
I'm
wall.
planning on doing.
just...
Though I can
Space
move,
laser.
and then I can move the moonbeam.
Burn everything away.
Right. We'll finish in just a moment. Let me just get it to a slightly better place. We'll kind of drop out of combat-ish time because you're not going to be able to catch him.
We have a plan. We know.
Oh, okay. So
Can we do one more round?
Yeah, Hunter, you're round.
Wait. I'm gonna.
We're all a
I'm
bit
gonna
too into this.
defer
Yeah.
Constance' turn.
Pardon?
I'm gonna wait for Constance.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he moves 30 foot.
Okay.
So he's now 150 foot away from you.
Yep. Cool.
He's flanked around 150 foot.
Yep.
And
Wait, do you want to come over slightly? To
Red,
No,
your turn.
Move. Cast it on me.
How far away is he from the where I am currently?
On the top, have you been
Yeah.
looking out to see where he is? Or have
Yeah.
you been fighting these guys?
Well, I fought those guys, but she's now turned to see where he
Yeah,
is.
you can see him. He is approaching from the south and is probably about 100 foot off.
Oh, wonderful! Oh wait, no.
Yeah,
So I can move, and then I can move the moonbeam.
Yeah, do it.
So I'm going to move closer to him. So I'm on the edge of the fort, closest to him.
What's the range on Moonbeam?
60 foot.
Action. Okay, you can.
I can move it 60 foot per go.
Yeah, so you can move it 60 foot. So he's 100 foot away at the moment from the Moonbeam.
So can I move and then move the moonbeam?
Yeah, but it's 60 foot from where the Moonbeam is, not from where you are. On
Okay.
each of your turns, you
So-
cast this spell. You can use an action to move the beam 60 feet in any direction.
So in which case I will move the moonbeam so it's closer to him. And then I might go there.
Perfect. He's going to dash another 30 foot towards the north and the feet. He's just sprinting at the end of all of your turns. He's just tearing it up that
How
way.
many legendary actions does this fucking sack of shit have?
Every turn, I
3
it's like
around.
3. Jeez.
And and the dash is one legendary action.
No.
Wow.
It
A
can't be
move
one
is
legendary
one.
action for that because it doesn't.
It's
Yeah.
a standard move, but he's been dashing on his turn.
Yeah, he's double moving on his turn and then using a move action on as his legendary action.
I can use 3
At the end of
legendary
each
actions, one after each turn. At each
Yeah.
of y'all's turn, I can do 30 feet after each of y'all's turn 3 times.
So he's closing the distance to the fortress very
Pretty,
quickly.
pretty fast.
That's the speedy boy.
Elian, your turn, sir.
So
He'd kind of drawn you out to the front, and now he's kind of dashing at an angle up towards Argynvost after sprinting to the side.
and he's going north up towards the
The ice
ballroom.
Yep, that direction.
Up towards the spider room.
Ice
Yeah.
wall, spider room.
Heading towards the moonbeam. That was so. The
I imagine
moonbeam's
he'll
10
try and
foot
avoid
away
it.
from him.
You think he might be able to avoid?
In which case, I'm gonna sprint back inside.
So the
Through the
moonbeam
main
can move
entrance, I
60 foot.
reckon.
He can cover 60 foot.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's 60 foot coming towards him. He's moved 30 foot towards it, so he's 10 foot away from the moonbeam.
Yep.
Okay.
Right now.
Right now.
Totally gonna go around.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Like-
suspect he will go around it rather than...
I run into
Straight
him!
through. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna sprint back inside.
Foiled.
You're going to step back inside?
Yep, I'll sprint back into the main room,
Yep.
into the main hall.
Dash in.
Yeah.
Bronwyn,
Yes.
you can see the 2 corpses of Lavash and Aragorn just burning up. He
Sorry,
moves off to them.
Adam. Can I just warn the 3 knights who are in the main hall, Sir Istvol, Godfrey, and Vladimir? Can I warn them that the blood rose is coming through the ballroom at the moment, just as I come back in, so they know.
Well, he's coming that way towards it, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
No,
just
I'm happy
wanted
with
to
that.
get that out of the way.
Bronwyn, your turn from the roof.
She will go and retrieve the arrows from the Vistani boys and step up to that south end and shoot down on Bloodrose.
Double move to clear that much
She'll skip
Distance.
getting the arrows if that adds distance.
You're like right at the top entrance, aren't you?
I came up
So
that
she's
staircase
down the
again.
South staircase.
Yeah, up. I've got you as being up here.
Yeah, because that's the
So-
staircase we used, wasn't it? Is that one?
Yeah. It'll be like
Yeah.
60 foot.
So yeah,
Which-
you, to be able to get round there, you'd have to get.
But if she just goes 60, but she could get. I
To
mean,
there.
from there, she could shoot down. Couldn't she?
You probably wouldn't be able to see him. He's only like 40 foot at the moment.
She's not going to just jump us down that hole.
You can go to the hole and then get the angle from the hole through the hole
The
and
hole
out. The...
the hole doesn't go down more than a floor.
But, and he's got to get like through the ice before that would be of any use.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess she's just double moving up to the edge then. That's a thriller.
Yeah, as you get to the edge. At the end of your turn, you see him moving into that ball area and out.
Yeah.
So
He's still on the ground floor.
Yep, he moves freakishly fast. Your knowledge of vampires is a lot of them climb almost perfectly straight up.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
As you look out across, you reckon for Constance to get back onto the roof, 4 turns probably, maybe 5. For Hunter to get back, probably 4 turns. For Jakul to get back onto the roof, turns maybe 5.
Great.
For how fast you've seen this vampire moving, you think maybe 1.
Great. That's great. Cool.
Constance, your turn. Yeah,
Cool.
he basically covers 60, 120, nearly 200 foot in 6 seconds.
So did you say that it was four movements of Gabriel to catch up to get
For you to get back into the main entrance is 2 double moves. For Gabriel, probably 1.5 double moves. For Hunter, sorry.
Hunter, yeah.
And then for Hunter to get back onto the roof.
It's good you're about to say something.
Yeah.
For Hunter to get back on the roof, probably another 1.5, maybe even 2 to get onto the roof. Because you'd have to go back up through your own barricade, back round, up, back onto the roof.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Right. Constance sort of follows the vampire with her sort of line of sight, just like turning with him and seeing Hunter to her, I guess, left, because you're closer to the. Yeah. Edges closer to him so that he's within 30 foot of her, and holds out her shield arm, pointing towards Hunter, and points the sword directly at the vampire and shouts to Hunter, "This is what Gabriel lived for, hunting down creatures like that," and casts haste on Hunter.
Nice!
So choose a willing
Nice.
creature that you can see within range, which is 30 foot. Until the spell ends, your target speed is doubled. It gains a +2 bonus to AC. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws, and it gains an additional action on each of its turns. That action can be only used to take the attack, 1 weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Dash.
Ptolemy has just given us some nice. The vampire was moving at 37 kilometers an hour.
I'm about to move faster.
So that turns your
That turns my normal movement to 90.
Jeez.
to 90.
And I get an
180
extra
in a-
action that I can use a dash action, so I go 180 foot. I then get to use another action to do another dash, so I could actually catch him and
You
hit
could
him.
catch him. You could catch him and hit him this round.
And that
If you
lasts for
wanted
up to
to.
a minute concentration. So
He, from your view, he ran into the ballroom and towards the glacial wall.
Turn the
You
wall
see-
off.
and-
Casimir,
and
turn the
from-
wall off.
And from looking here, you would definitely see there are some dead spiders and some dead Vistani in there. And some alive Vistani in there as well.
Yep. You just see Hunter just, and he goes,
like dirt and ice.
Plugging dirt up, this flame coming like a fire off his claws. It's just like, just all this going on the floor.
So you're gonna run action for 90 foot.
One action for 90 foot.
So you close down.
So one movement is 90 foot. I then have another action where I can do another 90 foot because there's a dash action.
Yeah.
That's the free action. So that's 180 foot.
That would catch you up to him.
Okay. So now I can use my normal action to do all my attacks.
This is why we high-fived about 10 minutes ago.
Hunter just literally runs, jumps, and as he jumps, you hear him bellow, "You wanted to play!" and just comes down on him.
And that's where we'll leave it for this week.
Oh.
Yes.
Good finish. Good finish. Sorry, a bit of a messy one. And I'd hoped I could get all of the tech side of it sorted so we could get Jeff easily roll in, but his work just brutalized me up the bum. So sorry, it was a bit messy.
That's fine. There's always next week.
Yeah.
Well, next week I don't think so somehow.
No.
It's Christmas Day.
Next week is Christmas Eve. No.
Christmas Day.
It's Christmas Day.
Christmassy now.
No.
No, Christmas
It's
Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
I'll be up north.
And then the week after is New Year's Eve.
It is. We're probably 2 weeks off. Oh, boo.
We can
New
do
Year's
it.
Eve? Has anyone actually got
day.
New Year's Eve plans this year?
No.
New Year's Eve plans, I don't
No.
think. Just
Like, what are you going to be doing for New Year's Eve this year?
I was getting drunk at home.
Yeah.
Like,
I would be up
and
for
kill
a New Year's
vampires
Eve
and stuff.
session.
I don't object to that
No,
idea.
if other
Yeah,
people
I'm
are up
happy
for it,
with
I
that
have
too.
no issue with New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. We'd have to sort
Me
out
either.
some stuff up north, but we can easily bring like more items with us than we normally would to be at somebody else's house, like, you know, some of the computer setup.
Yes.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let me know.
I need some
Thank you,
sleep.
Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Anytime, anytime.
It's nice to have you come in and play a baddie. Oh, we should get the Watcher to come in and play a baddie.
Watcher should be Strahd.
He'll kill you all. He will kill you. Oh, Golemir, stop giving us fucking bits, you madman. I love you, dude. It's been too long. I've pretty much fleshed out the chapter 1 overall story arc for the new campaign.
Oh, exciting.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So I am happy with the story arc. Could obviously go completely not where I expect it to go, but the overall storyline, and now I just need to build it. I am very excited for the new.
Do we have our campaign
Yeah.
thing open so we can start making characters?
I'll get one made. I'll start a new one, and get that
Nice.
built. It was lovely to have lots of.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
It's good fun.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
thanks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yes, it's great fun. Thank y'all.
Playing him such an asshole.
It did well.
Like me.
It goaded us out there.
I was hoping I could get you a bit further away with him. We got you pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure you can see what the plan was. Like, oh no, you've hurt me. I'm wounded. Heal. Oh no, I'm wounded. And then all of a sudden a fucking sun sword came out and he was like, fucking hell. Fuck that shit.
Considering
Yeah,
how
first, I
quickly our
actually forgot
plan.
Sunsword also.
Was it 20 damage per turn that it was
20
causing?
So
Yeah.
he was saving to see if he got stunned by it. Because lesser vampires will automatically get stunned. He was getting a save, and to get his helmet off him as well. I gave him special armor to make him hard to grapple, but no. Tore it off him, and then in comes my cool little. Oh yeah, it'd be really cool if you summon blood things from when people hurt him, and it'll bleed, would then become mists, and yeah, they fight, and then no, apparently not.
Nope, they evaporated in the sunlight. The end.
Indeed. But no, it was lovely. It was a good game.
Yeah.
Watcher, are you free for a moment at the end? Can I grab you for a second?
Oh.
It's okay. I need to ask. Right,
Okay,
good game,
don't make him
guys.
See you
Strahd.
later.
Night.
Thank you, Jeff.
Catch you later,
Bye.
Jeff.
Thanks,
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.